Check. Dear friends, we welcome you all for this event today. Thank you for joining us. We'll begin the event shortly, so kindly maintain silence. And I now invite our Vice Principal, Dr. Beulah Jayashree, Dr. Aruna Vishweshwar, Dr. Murugesan, and Ms. Dakshayani and Ms. Sujata to take their seats in the dais. We also request our chaplain, Dr. Jessie Ranjitha Jebaselvi, to accompany the guests. We invite our Dr. Shankaran Achyar, Public Relations Officer, to take the seats in the dais. We also request our coordinator, Center for Women's Studies, Dr. Ann Nirmala Kar, to take the seats in the dais. Thank you, dignitaries. A very happy morning to one and all gathered here. On behalf of the Center for Women's Studies, Department of Social Sciences, Career Guidance and Placement Cell, and the Counseling Center of Lady Doak College, we welcome you all for this inauguration ceremony of the Expo and panel meet. Today's change is tomorrow's revolution. As we celebrate the 35 years legacy of our Center for Women's Studies, we gather to break the silence around periods by starting a conversation today. Yes, we all join to educate ourselves about menstrual health management.
Philippians chapter 4 verse 6 says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your request to God." May I now invite Dr. Jessie Ranjitha Jebaselvi, chaplain of Lady Doak College, to lead us in prayer, which will be followed by prayer song and Tamil Thai Valthu by the Center for Music, Lady Doak College. I request everyone to remain standing until Tamil Thai Valthu.
Good morning. I would like to read two verses from the Bible. 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 16 and Psalm 139 verse 14. They read this way: "Know you not that you are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwells in you? I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made." Let us pray. Almighty God, our Creator and Sustainer, we come before your throne of grace with thanksgiving for the gift of life and for our body and mind that are wonderfully made. As we are here to inaugurate the Expo and panel meet on menstrual health management, we praise you for this opportunity to know more about the wealth of health. We are grateful, Lord, for the resource persons who have come forward cheerfully to share their expertise with us. We pray that their sharing of knowledge enlighten us and encourage everyone to lead a healthy life. We immensely thank you for the initiatives taken by your principal, Dr. Christiana Singh, to ensure a sound body and sound mind. We commit the day's deliberations into your hands. Bless the combined efforts taken by the Center for Women's Studies and other centers. Let this attempt to break the silence around periods provide a platform to voice the silent side of health issues. Help us to cherish and love the God-given body, lead a healthy life, and be a blessing to our family and to the society. In the name of Jesus, who compassionately healed a constantly bleeding woman, we pray. Amen.
தொல்லை கஷ்டங்கள் சூழ்ந்திடும் துன்பம் துட்கம் வரும் இன்பத்தில் துன்பம் நேர்ந்திடும் இருளாய் தோன்றும் எங்கும் சோதனை வரும் வேளையில் சொற்கேட்கும் செவியிலே பரத்தில் இருந்து ஜெயம் வரும் பரன் என்னை காக்க வல்லோர் காக்கும் வல்ல மீட்பர் உண்டெனக்கு 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 காக்கும் வல்ல மீட்பர் உண்டெனக்கு காத்திடுவார் என்றுமே. ஐயமிருந்ததோர் காலத்தில் ஆவி குறைவால்தான் மீட்பருதீர பலத்தால் சத்துருவை வென்றேன். என் பயம் யாவும் நீங்கிற்று, இயேசு கை தூக்கினார். முற்றும் என்னுள்ளம் மாறிற்று, இயேசு என்னை காக்க வல்லோர். காக்கும் வல்ல மீட்பர் உண்டெனக்கு 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 காக்கும் வல்ல மீட்பர் உண்டெனக்கு காத்திடுவார் என்றுமே காத்திடுவார் என்றுமே. நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்த கெழிலொழுகும் சீராரும் வதனமென திகழ்பரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் அதிசிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிற பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே. அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிலமை திரும்பியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
Thank you. Welcoming is an unquenchable expression of love by gratitude. Now I request Dr. Lieutenant Sankaranachiyar, Public Relation Officer, to welcome the gathering.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, dignitaries, friends, students, and everyone present here. It's my pleasure to welcome you all for this unique function, respecting womanhood and appreciating her greatest strength. It's my privilege to welcome our college chaplain, Vice Principal Dr. Beulah Jayashree, HOD of Chemistry, Dr. Sridevi, and Assistant Dean Praveena, and Controller, and all our friends. On behalf of our college, I wholeheartedly welcome Mr. Murugesan, Director, Vice Trust. Welcome you, sir. It's my joyous moment to welcome our beloved alumni, Dietary, Dietary, Marketing Manager, and Ms. Sujata from HLL, Life Care Limited. Thank you, ma'am. And our alumni is completely instrumental behind this program. We welcome you. Silence is gold, but for us, breaking the silence is the golden moment. I welcome the panelist who is going to start the conversation today. Dr. Ganga, Professor and Head of General Surgery, Government Rajaji Hospital and Madurai Medical College. Dr. Hemalata, Gynec Surgeon and Fertility Specialist, Hema Medical Center. Dr. B. Kalpana, Gynecologist, Guru Hospital. Ms. V. Suganya, Senior Clinical Dietitian, HOD, Apollo Specialty Hospital. Advocate Tilagavadi, Madras High Court, feminist and social activist. We welcome you all, ma'am, anxiously awaiting to hear the heated discussion with valuable inputs. Born leader who brings out inherent talents of her students, enabled many students from Temple Town to achieve Duke of Edinburgh Award in early 90s itself. Our special guest, our beloved, vibrant, dynamic Dr. Aruna Vishweshwar, Senior Principal and Correspondent at the Yapna School. Welcome you, ma'am. It's our privilege to have you here. Intercollegiate Expo on Menstrual Health and Management, MHM, which kindles the creativity and nurtures uniqueness of the participants. My loving welcome to you all for the Expo. Our special welcome to the team who had worked hard, our team members, our students who are the future leaders, pillars, guide, and our retired faculty members who are supporting always for our growth, and friends of the college, press, and media personals. Welcome you all. Once again, on behalf of the college, I welcome every one of you present here. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you for the warm welcome, ma'am. Now I request Dr. Praveena Kirubabai, Assistant Dean of Academic Affairs, Sciences, to introduce the guests for today's event.
Good morning, everyone. It is with utmost honor and privilege I extend a warm welcome to our chief guest, Mr. Murugesan, the founder and managing director of Voice Trust Madurai, on this auspicious occasion for addressing this event. His remarkable journey, marked by academic excellence and unwavering dedication to social causes, truly exemplifies the spirit of service and compassion. He pursued his undergraduate program in botany at Tyagarajar College, Madurai, to his pioneering work in hospital administration and marketing at Madurai Kamaraj University. Mr. Murugesan has consistently demonstrated a commitment to making a positive impact on society. His leadership roles at prestigious institutions such as Aravind Eye Hospital, Meenakshi Mission Hospital, and Apollo Specialty Hospital underscore his expertise and influence in the healthcare sector. Moreover, his establishment of Voice Trust, a beacon of hope for the underprivileged, reflects his profound empathy and desire to uplift those in need. Amidst the challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic, Mr. Murugesan's tireless effort to organize awareness programs, distribute essential provisions, and provide medical care to the vulnerable have been nothing short of exemplary. Through Suji Healthcare Private Limited, he continues to champion the cause of accessible and affordable healthcare, leaving an indelible mark of countless lives. He has been recognized with 14 awards and accolades, including Excellent Social Worker Awards, Lifetime Achievement Awards, and Best Social Worker Awards. Today, as we gather to hear his chief guest address, let us extend our deepest gratitude and admiration to Mr. Murugesan for his outstanding contributions to the society. Welcome, sir. Your presence enriches this gathering and inspires us all to strive for a better tomorrow. It's with pleasure and honor that we welcome Ms. Sujata, Deputy Vice President of HLL Life Care Limited, to our esteemed gathering today. Hailing from the vibrant city of Madurai, her journey is marked by remarkable achievements and profound expertise in the healthcare industry to deliver the keynote address. Having earned her B.Pharm from Madras Medical College and M.Pharm from Madurai Medical College with distinction, she embodies academic excellence. As a GATE scholar, she brings over 25 years of invaluable experience, showcasing her dedication and passion of healthcare. Prior to her tenure at HLL Life Care Limited, Ms. Sujata has left her mark on various healthcare market leaders, including Sanofi Pasteur, Biomerius, Pal Corporation, and Dow Corning. Since joining HLL, she has spearheaded numerous initiatives, notably the implementation of the flagship national program of Amrit, revolutionizing access to affordable medicine across India. Her impactful leadership extends to projects such as the National Health Mission's free diagnostic service in Maharashtra, overseeing CGHS HINLab operations in Mumbai. Notably, she played a pivotal role in coordinating COVID emergency medical relief efforts, ensuring timeless supplies during challenging lockdown conditions. Currently, Ms. Sujata is at the forefront of implementing the National Digital Health Mission project, showcasing her unwavering commitment to advancing healthcare technology and accessibility. A warm welcome to Ms. Sujata, a visionary leader whose contribution continues to shape the landscape of healthcare in India and beyond. Let me welcome our alumna, Ms. Dakshayani, Manager of Marketing at HLL Life Care Limited, to contribute to our alma mater. She holds a degree in corporate economics from Lady Doak College and a Master of Business Administration, specializing in marketing and human resource from Anna University, Chennai. With 14 years of experience in healthcare industry, she excels in project management and communications. Before joining HLL Life Care Limited, she worked at Auro Lab, a subsidiary of Aravind Eye Care System, as a business promotion executive. Her passion for technology led her to pursue digital marketing in 2014, where she joined HLL as Deputy Manager in Digital Marketing. Since 2016, she has been spearheading women health and hygiene projects with various central and state governments, significantly impacting the health and hygiene of women across states like Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Rajasthan, West Bengal, and UP, and goes on. As of 2020, she holds the position of Manager Marketing and Hygiene Projects and has played a pivotal role in launching menstrual cups under the brand Velvet in 2017. She is actively involved in formulating policies for menstrual health and hygiene guidelines in India. She has graciously secured sponsors from HLL for this event. With deep sense of gratitude, I welcome you, ma'am. Once again, I welcome you all for this event. Thank you.
Dear friends, good morning to everyone. It is my privilege to be here among our very esteemed guests and among you all. Now, I'd like to invite our dear Vice Principal, Dr. Beulah Jayashree, to honor our gifts on behalf of Lady Doak College. Beulah ma'am, please honor our chairperson of the meet, Mrs. Aruna Visweshwar. Thank you, ma'am. And now I invite our Vice Principal to honor our chief guest, Ms. Sujata, who's the Deputy Vice President of the HLL Life Care Limited. I invite our Vice Principal to honor our beloved alumna, Ms. Dachshani, who's responsible for this program. She's a Dokian, very happy to be here, friends. Please give her a big hand. And now I'd like our dear Vice Principal to honor Mr. Murugesan of the Voice Trust, founder of the Voice Trust, who has been instrumental in helping us with the health camp, the panel meet, and also as a collaborative partner with the Department of Chemistry. Thank you, friends.
Thank you, ma'am. A woman can put up with almost anything, says Ian Fleming. I now invite a revolutionary leader, our beloved Vice Principal, Dr. Beulah Jayashree, to inspire us all with her inaugural address.
Good morning, everybody. On behalf of our principal, Dr. Christiana Singh, I invite and greet all the dignitaries on the dais and my friends over there. I just want to tell you before I start, like Dr. Christiana Singh was supposed to be here. Our principal could not be here because she had to attend a meeting in Chennai, and the news came just last evening. So I am here, that's all. And when I was just looking into the topic, menstrual health management, I think health and hygiene is something that all of us are involved with, should be involved with every day, every moment. And I think there are doctors and people on medical field, so I'm going to leave that topic to the people over here, to the doctors, to the biologists and zoologists and whatnot. But I was captivated by this statement here: break the silence around period by starting a conversation today. That clicked me because being an English major, I thought conversation always interests us. Communication always interests us. But I thought for this group, I just thought of giving you a story. I don't know how many of you are aware of it. Do you know a person called Arunachalam Muruganandam? Is there anyone in the crowd, the students? No one? I think it's high time we need to know such people, and then there will be a lot of meaning to this statement: break the silence and start a conversation. He's a man. We always think period, something that we should talk about. And I still remember when I was in college, I don't know how many of you had this chapter in the unit in mathematics. I don't know whether it was in 10th or 9th or 11th. Mensuration. That mensuration is a topic which deals on the measurement, the process of measurement. But you won't believe that word will make us giggle. Why? Because the word menstruation was a taboo for us, if we talk about it. And when the teacher talks about it, we will all be thinking about menstruation. It's actually nothing to do with menstruation. So the word was a taboo for so many, even for the girls, isn't it? Even though we don't talk about it very freely with the others, we don't share our pain and trauma that goes around. And we feel jealous when somebody is not bothered about it. So many things happen around this point. But there is something that happened with Arunachalam Muruganandam. What did he do? He got married in 1998, as early as 1998. There was a time when people were not very familiar with the sanitary napkins that we have. Very latest one, we talked about cups and all that. But in those days, it was not there. The commonly used things were old clothes, rags, in fact. Okay? This man got married. He's very much from Coimbatore. And he got married in 1998 to a woman called Shanti. And when he got married, he saw his wife using old rags for this. He felt very burdened. He could have been any other person, just not bothering about it. So many people would have been married at that time, right? But what did he do? He thought he should do something towards this. And he started working on it. He thought there must be a possibility to make pads with a low-cost amount. So he thought only because it is expensive, people are not buying that and they're not using that luxury. So my wife is also suffering. Why shouldn't I work towards it? And he started working towards it. And he was able to make sanitary pads of just a cost of 10 rupees while it was sold in the market for 40 times more. But he did something that the family did not accept even. Okay? He asked his wife to try all that he prepared, and they refused. He asked his sisters to cooperate with him, they refused. But still, he did not leave it at that point. You know what he did? Something I think we will not dare to do it. He started using it on himself, using a bladder of animal blood. Something that we would not have dared to do. But this man started a silent conversation by doing this. He worked on it, he improvised himself, and then later in 2008, he got registered with the IIT Chennai, and he got the Innovation Award for that. And believe it or not, he is an Arjuna awardee, and most of us do not know him. Isn't it a shame on us? I think we need to work on people like this to know and to look into a health and hygiene. When a man can do that for a woman, shouldn't we be doing it? I think this should become a burden for each and every one of us. And then he went on to do this, and he created a machine for 65,000 only. And then the people abroad wanted to buy that machine. He said he's not selling it to them, and he's going to give it only to NGOs. What a noble thought. What a man. Isn't it? So when he started a dialogue, a conversation in a very different way, a dynamic way, I think I was captivated only because of that line that was given there. Break the silence. Yes, I think we should all come together and break the silence and start a conversation. Let us not feel bad about it. It is something that we need to look into every day so that we'll have a better generations in the future. Thank you. I'm happy to inaugurate this session, and I'm sure you will all be blessed with more information from our dear dignitaries here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for helping us reflect on how small steps lead to great miles. And yes, the burden has also come to the Department of Chemistry. Stepping on to a new brand path is difficult, but not more difficult than remaining in the situation which is not nurturing the women on whole, says Maya Angelou. I request Dr. Sridevi, Head and Associate Professor, Department of Chemistry, to say a few words about the biodegradable menstrual product model. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Good morning, one and all present here. Respected dignitaries on the dais, faculty members, and dear students. On behalf of the Department of Chemistry, I'm extremely happy to present this eco-friendly sanitary napkins developed by the Department of Chemistry in this great occasion. But at the outset, I would like to congratulate my dear colleague, Dr. Jayanti Kalaivani, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry. She broke the silence, I think, in the college even, I would say. I think many of us would remember the presentation that she gave in a faculty meeting about this usage of synthetic napkins that we use very much for the sake of comfort that it is offering. So she thought of going into 100% eco-friendly and biodegradable sanitary napkins. And that's where it all started. I think in 2019, okay, Jayanti Kalevani and with the team of faculty members and student volunteers, she developed this product. And the product is made of 100% cotton, the top layer, core, and the bottom layer. And it is totally free from super absorbent polymer, which is a culprit for many health issues and environmental issues. And this sap is available in all the sanitary napkins, commercially available popular sanitary napkins in the product. It is a dream come true of the department. Yes, the dream of our late professor, Ms. Evelyn Ryan, the founder of the Department of Chemistry, who had a vision to take science and its incredible benefits beyond classrooms to the society, especially rural girls and women. And hence, to honor her, the product name is coined as Evelyn Eco-Friendly Sanitary Napkins, actually. And Evelyn also means pretty women. So pretty women's eco-choice is a tag that we have coined. And at this juncture, I remember my heartfelt remembrance to our former and founder, Professor Ms. Ryan. And I thank all the faculty members of our department for their support and encouragement. And a special word of thanks to Dr. Ann Nirmala, coordinator of Center for Women's Studies, Mr. Murugesan, Vice Trust, Mrs. Vidya Lakshmi, Assistant Professor, Department of Social Sciences, for their constant persuasion and motivation to bring out this product and successfully launch on this day. And I also thank our principal, vice principal, and bursar for the financial support rendered to carry out this project under institutional project. Once again, I'm extremely honored to present the Evelyn Eco-Friendly Sanitary Napkins in this August gathering. Thank you.
We request the guest of the day, Dr. Beulah Jayashree and Mr. Murugesan, to get the product. And we also request the Department of Chemistry, teachers, and faculty to join the dais.
All faculty members of Department of Chemistry, please come. Thank you.
So please do join. We firmly believe that one day, Evelyn eco-friendly sanitary napkins will replace the non-biodegradable alternatives that we use now. Thank you for this product. Thank you. I now invite Mr. Murugesan, Director, Voice Trust, to address the gathering.
Good morning, everyone. Respected and successful women on dais, in front of professors, teaching and non-teaching, and my dear students. அனைவருக்கும் காலை வணக்கம். முதலாவதாக பெருமைமிகு இந்த கல்லூரிக்கு எங்களுடைய நிறுவனத்தின் சார்பாக நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். இந்த கல்லூரியினுடைய பெருமையை நான் நன்கு அறிவேன். ஏன்னா நான் மதுரையை சார்ந்தவன். இந்த கல்லூரியில் படித்த ஒவ்வொரு மாணவியரும் மிகப்பெரிய பொறுப்பில் இருக்கின்றார்கள். அவர்களையெல்லாம் அலுவல் நிமித்தமாக நான் டெல்லியில் கூட சந்தித்திருக்கிறேன். அந்த வகையிலே இந்த நிகழ்ச்சிக்கு எனக்கும் வாய்ப்பளித்த நம்முடைய பிரின்சிபல் மேடம், வைஸ் பிரின்சிபால் வித்யா மேடம், கெமிஸ்ட்ரி டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்டில் மேடம் ஸ்ரீதேவி மேடம், ஆல் த ப்ரொஃபஸர்ஸ் வந்து எனக்கு ஒரு பெரிய சப்போர்ட் பண்ணாங்க. முக்கியமாக கொரோனா காலத்தில் மேடம் சொன்னாங்க, உங்களுக்கெல்லாம் தெரியும் கொரோனா காலம் எவ்வளோ ஒரு துரதிருஷ்டமானது, ஒரு துயரமானது என்பது. அந்த நேரத்தில் உணவு கிடைக்காமல், மருத்துவ வசதி கிடைக்காமல், மதுரை மாவட்டம் மட்டுமல்லாமல் அருகில் உள்ள சிவகங்கை மாவட்டமும் மிகுந்த பாதிப்புக்குள்ளானது. குறிப்பாக டெய்லி லேபர்ஸ் என்று சொல்லக்கூடிய தினந்தோறும் வேலைக்கு செல்பவர்கள் அந்த துயரத்தை அனுபவித்தார்கள். அவர்களுக்கு உணவு கூட கிடைக்கவில்லை. எனக்கு அந்த ஒரு வாய்ப்பு ரிலையன்ஸ் ஃபவுண்டேஷன் மூலமாக கிடைத்தது. கிட்டத்தட்ட 2 மாதங்களுக்கு 1,00,000 மக்களுக்கு காலை மற்றும் மதிய உணவினை நாங்கள் மிக சிறப்பாக அளித்தோம். அதற்காக மாநில அரசுடைய விருது கூட எங்களுக்கு கிடைத்தது. அந்த நேரத்திலே ஓரளவுக்கு நாம் கொரோனாவிலிருந்து ரெக்கவர் ஆகி வந்துக்கிட்டு இருக்கோம். அப்போ வேக்சினேஷன் என்று சொல்லக்கூடிய தடுப்பூசி மக்களுக்கு செலுத்த வேண்டும். அதற்கு மேன் பவர் என்று சொல்லக்கூடிய மனித வளம் இல்லை. அந்த நேரத்தில் நான் நம்முடைய லேடிரோ காலேஜினுடைய நிர்வாகத்தினை அணுகினேன். மேடம் அனிதா செல்வராஜ் அவர்கள் ஒரு அழகான ஒரு டீமை ஆர்கனைஸ் பண்ணி கிட்டத்தட்ட 450 ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டு அவங்களுடைய டெடிக்கேஷனான ஒரு உழைப்பு மூலமாக ஒரு 2000 பேருக்கு வந்து நாங்கள் வேக்சினேஷன் போட்டோம் ஃப்ரீயாக. அந்த வேக்சினேஷனுடைய கோஆர்டினேஷனில் வந்து லேடிரோ காலேஜ் வந்து அவங்களுடைய வந்து சேவை அளப்பரியது. மாவட்ட ஆட்சித்தலைவரும் லோக்கல் அட்மினிஸ்ட்ரேஷன் அவங்களும் அழைத்து வந்து அந்த மாணவிகளை பாராட்டினார்கள். அந்த வகையிலே எனக்கு இன்றைக்கி இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியில் கலந்து கொள்வதற்கு நான் மிக பெருமைகளை அடைகிறேன். அடுத்ததாக ஈகோ ஃப்ரெண்ட்லி நாப்கின். எப்பயுமே வந்து நம்முடைய காலேஜ் வந்து ஒரு வித்தியாசமான ஒரு மக்களுக்கு நன்மை பயக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு விஷயங்களை செய்வதில் முன்னோடியாக இருக்கின்றது. அப்போ மேடம் சொன்னாங்க, ஏன்னா நான் மருத்துவத்தில் இருக்கிறதுனால டாக்டர் ஹேமலதா வந்திருக்காங்க, லீடிங் கைனகாலஜிஸ்ட்டு. டாக்டர் கங்கா வந்திருக்காங்க, லீடிங் சைக்காலஜிஸ்ட்டு. சுகன்யா மேலே இருக்காங்க, அப்போலோ ஹாஸ்பிட்டல் எங்கூட ஒன்றா ஒர்க் பண்ணவங்க. ஸோ அவங்களுக்கெல்லாம் தெரியும் நாப்கின்னால் குழந்தைகளுக்கு, பெண் குழந்தைகளுக்கு எந்த அளவுக்கு ஒரு பாதிப்பு ஏற்படுகிறது என்பது தெரியும், நல்லாக தெரியும். பிசிஓடி, இன்ஃபெக்ஷன்ஸ், கேன்சர் கூட அதனால் வர்றதுக்கு நிறைய வாய்ப்புகள் இருக்குன்றதை நம்ம படிச்சிருக்கோம். அது எப்படியாவது தடுக்க வேண்டும். ஒரு என்விரான்மெண்ட் ஃப்ரீ பெண்களுக்காக நம்ம வந்து தயார் பண்ணணும்னு சொல்லிட்டு மேடம் ஸ்ரீதேவி மேடம் அவர்களும் நம்முடைய ஹெச்ஓடி மேடம் அவர்களும் வந்து நிறைய டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணோம். அதனுடைய விளைவு தான் இன்றைக்கி வந்து நம்ம இன்றைக்கி அறிமுகப்படுத்தின அந்த நாப்கின். அது மேடத்தில் நான் கேட்டுக்கிறேன். ஸோ எங்களால் முடிந்த அளவுக்கு அது ஃப்ரீயாக வந்து எல்லா ஸ்டூடெண்ட் கொடுக்குற அளவுக்கு நம்ம அந்த வாய்ப்பை கொடுப்போம். நாட் ஓன்லி ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டு, கிராமப்புற பெண்களுக்கும். ஏன்னா கவர்மெண்ட்டில் வந்து ஹெல்த் அசம்பிளின்னு சொல்லக்கூடிய பிரைமரி ஹெல்த் அண்ட் டெவலப்மெண்ட் கமிட்டியில் நான் மெம்பராக இருக்கேன் கவர்மெண்ட்டில். ஸோ அங்கே உள்ள பிரைமரி ஹெல்த் சென்டரில் உள்ள அந்த கிராமப்புற பெண்களுக்கும் அதை நம்ம இலவசமாக கொடுக்க வேண்டிய நோக்கம். கண்டிப்பாக மேடத்துடைய ஒத்துழைப்பு அந்த நேரத்தில் கிடைக்கும் என்பதை நான் மிக மகிழ்ச்சியுடன் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். இன்றைக்கி என்விரான்மெண்ட்டை பற்றி 5 நிமிடம் பேசணும்னு சொன்னாங்க பாரதி மேடம். ஸோ என்விரான்மெண்ட்டு, சுற்றுச்சூழல் என்பது என்ன? இன்றைக்கி மிகப்பெரிய ஒரு 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 கேள்விக்குறியான உலகமாக மாறிக்கிட்டு இருக்கு இன்றைக்கி வேர்ல்டு லெவலில். சுற்றுப்புற சூழ்நிலை இல்லைன்னா இந்த உலகமே கிடையாது. அந்த சுற்றுப்புற சூழ்நிலை ஒரு காலத்தில் ஒரு 50 வருடத்துக்கு முன்பாக ஓரளவுக்கு நம்ம வந்து மக்கள் வந்து ஒரு சுற்றுச்சூழல் நிலையை புரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டு அதுக்கு தகுந்த மாதிரி வாழ்ந்தாங்க. இன்றைக்கி அந்த வாழ்க்கையே கிடையாது. மாணவர்களுக்கு நல்லா தெரியும். நம்ம மதுரை மாவட்டத்தை எடுத்துக்குவோமே, நீங்கள் காலையில் ஒரு 5 மணிக்கு சப்போஸ் வாக்கிங் போனீங்கன்னா அந்த ரோடு ஃபுல்லாக வந்து ஒரு பிளாஸ்டிக் கழிவுகள் கிடக்கும். அதை மாடு திங்கும், மனிதர்கள் அது மாதிரி நடப்பாங்க. அந்த பிளாஸ்டிக் கழிவு கிட்டத்தட்ட வந்து ஒரு நாளைக்கு வந்து 10 டன் குப்பைகள் வந்து சேருதான். மதுரை கார்ப்பரேஷனில் உள்ள ஸ்டாட்டிஸ்டிக்ஸ். இந்த 10 டன் கழிவுகளுடைய பிளாஸ்டிக் வந்து எங்கே போய் சேருது, அது என்ன ரீசைக்கிள் பண்ணுறாங்கன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ரொம்ப கஷ்டம்தான். அதெல்லாம் சொன்னால் அதனுடைய விளைவுகளால் அது எரிக்கிறதுனால வரக்கூடிய காற்று மாசு வந்து லங்ஸ் என்ற நோயை நமக்கு ஏற்படுத்தி கொடுக்கிறது. இன்றைக்கி லங்ஸ் நோயின்றது வந்து இன்றைக்கி வந்து இந்தியாவில் வந்து மிக தீவிரமாக மிக வேகமாக வளர்ந்து கொண்டிருக்கின்ற ஒரு நோய். அது மட்டும் அல்லாமல் டயபெட்டிக் என்று சொல்லக்கூடிய சர்க்கரை நோய், இதெல்லாம் வந்து சுற்றுச்சூழல் நிலைமையினால் நமக்கு வந்துகிட்டு இருக்கு. அதையெல்லாம் தவிர்க்கணும்னா நம்ம சுற்றுச்சூழலை நம்ம பாதுகாப்பாக வச்சுருக்கணும். ஸோ பிளாஸ்டிக் எராடிகேஷன் அதை நம்ம வந்து கண்டிப்பாக தவிர்க்கணும். ஏன்னா நம்ம இன்றைக்கி வீட்டில் நான் காலையில் எந்திரிச்ச உடனே நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ணுறதே ஃபஸ்ட்டு பிளாஸ்டிக் தான். அதுக்கடுத்து நீங்கள் ஃப்ரிட்ஜு, அதுக்கடுத்து ஏசி. நீங்கள் வீட்டுக்கு விட்டு வெளியில் காலேஜுக்கு வர்ற வரைக்கும் நீங்கள் யூஸ் பண்ணுறதுல 90% வந்து பிளாஸ்டிக்காக தான் இருக்குது. அப்புறம் என்விரான்மெண்ட்டை பற்றி பேசி நம்ம என்ன பிரயோஜனம்? ஒரு காலத்தில் நகரங்களில் வந்து அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு பிளாஸ்டிக் யூஸ் பண்ணுறதுலேருந்து அதே மாதிரி சுற்றுச்சூழலை கெடுக்கிறதுலேருந்து எல்லாம் இருந்தது. இன்றைக்கி நகரத்துலேருந்து கிராமத்துக்கு மாறிடுச்சு. நீங்கள் ரோட்டில் போனீங்கன்னா ஒவ்வொரு இடத்துலையும் வந்து அவங்க கொடுக்குற ஸ்ட்ரீட் ஃபுட்டு, அதனுடைய புகை, அதெல்லாம் எங்கே போகுது? அவன் கொடுக்குற அந்த கிரேவி, அவன் கொடுக்குற அந்த ஃபுட் பார்சல், இதெல்லாம் எதுலேருந்து எப்படி எடுக்கிறாங்க? எல்லாம் பிளாஸ்டிக் தான். அந்த பிளாஸ்டிக்கை சாப்பிட்டுட்டு அதை அப்படியே டிஸ்போஸ் பண்ணி தூக்கி போட்டு ரோட்லேயே போட்டு போகிறது வந்து நிறைய மக்கள்கிட்ட அந்த வந்து ஒரு இது இருக்குது. அது பொறுப்பின்மை என்று கூட சொல்லலாம். ஏன்னா எதுக்காக இந்த மீட்டிங்கில் வந்து அதுவும் மாணவர்கள்ட்ட வந்து இதை பற்றி பேசுகிறோம்னா, நாங்களாம் அதை பார்த்தோம். இன்றைக்கி நிறைய மாடுகள் வந்து அதை சாப்பிடுது. அந்த மாடுடைய பாலை வந்து நம்ம குடிக்கிறோம். அது எவ்வளோ பெரிய ஒரு பாய்சன் தெரியுமா? ஆனால் நமக்கெல்லாம் தெரியலை. நம்ம வீட்டில் இருந்து குப்பையை கொண்டு போய் இன்னொரு வீட்லேயோ இன்னொரு தெருவிலையோ போட்டோம்னா நம்ம வேலை முடிஞ்சுது அப்படின்னு தான் நிறைய பேர் இருக்காங்க. நம்முடைய லேடி காலேஜ் பிள்ளையை வந்து கோவில் பாப்பா குடின்னு ஒரு வில்லேஜில் அதில் வந்து ஒரு விழிப்புணர்வு ஒரு கல்ச்சுரல் ப்ரோக்ராம் மாதிரி பண்ணோம். மக்கள்கிட்ட வந்து அந்த அவேர்னஸே இல்லை. நாங்கள் வந்து நம்ம பிள்ளைகளை கூட்டி போய் ஒவ்வொரு வீதியாக போய் அந்த ப்ரோக்ராம் பண்ணோம். மக்கள் யாருமே வந்து எங்களை வந்து பார்க்கல. ஏன்னா அவங்கெல்லாம் அவங்க வேலை உண்டு அவங்க உண்டுன்னு போயிட்டாங்க. அந்த அளவுக்கு அவேர்னஸ் மக்கள்கிட்ட இல்லை. இருந்தாலும் நம்ம கொடுத்துக்கிட்டே இருப்போம் அவேர்னஸ். ஏன்னா நம்ம பூமி பந்தை பாதுகாக்கணும். நம்ம இல்லைன்னா கூட நம்ம சந்ததிகள், வருங்கால சந்ததிகளை வந்து ஒரு நோய் இல்லாத ஒரு சுற்றுச்சூழல் கேடுபடாத அந்த மாதிரி உலகம் வரணும். இன்றைக்கி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஸோ நான் சொன்ன பிளாஸ்டிக் இது நம்ம என்விரான்மெண்ட்டுக்கு இது அது போக வந்து நம்முடைய பயோமெடிக்கல் வேஸ்ட்டு மருத்துவமனையில் தான் நீங்கள் பார்த்துருப்பீங்க. இருக்கிறதுல வந்து வெரி பாய்சனஸ் வந்து மருத்துவமனையில் உள்ள கழிவு தான். அங்கே டிஸ்போஸ் ஆகிற அத்தனை மருத்துவ கழிவுகளும் ரொம்ப ரொம்ப டேஞ்சரஸ். ஏன்னா அது டிசீஸை கொல்றதுக்காக, கிருமிகளை கொல்றதுக்காக நம்ம பயன்படுத்துகிறோம். அது பயன்படுத்தின அடுத்த அத்தனை பொருட்கள் வந்து எங்கே வருதுன்னா கரெக்டான ஒரு பயோமெடிக்கல் வேஸ்ட் என்று சொல்லக்கூடிய இடத்துல வந்து அதை டிஸ்போஸ் ஆகணும். ஆனால் இன்னைக்கு கேரளா, ஆந்திரா, பாண்டிச்சேரியில் உள்ள அத்தனை மருத்துவமனைகளையும் வந்து நம்ம நாட்டில் குறிப்பாக வந்து கம்பம், தேனி பகுதியில் வந்து கொட்டிட்டு போகிறாங்க. ஸோ அந்த கொட்டின அந்த மருத்துவ கழிவு ஒரு மழை பெஞ்சாலோ இல்லை அப்படியே மண்ணில் புதஞ்சாலோ கண்டிப்பாக அந்த மண்ணும் சீர்கடும், அதை பயன்படுத்த நம்மளும் வந்து சீர்கெட்டு போகும். ஆகவே தயவு செய்து உங்கள் வீட்டிலேருந்து நீங்கள் ஆரம்பிங்க. செக்ரிகேட் பண்ணுங்கள் குப்பைகளை. பிளாஸ்டிக் எது, நம்ம மக்கி போகிற குப்பை எது, நம்ம எப்படிலாம் நம்ம வீட்டை நீட்டாக வச்சுக்கணும். மேக்ஸிமம் கடைக்கு போகிறீங்கன்னா பையை கொண்டு போங்க. தயவு செய்து வந்து வீட்டில் அந்த அவேர்னஸ் கொடுங்க. நீங்கள் போனோடனே பழங்கள் வாங்கினோடனே பையில் போட்டு கொடுங்க அப்படின்னு கேட்குறீங்க. ஒரு கேரி பேக்கில் போட்டு குடியா அப்படின்னு கேட்குறீங்க. அப்போ அவனும் வந்து ஒளிஞ்சு கிழிஞ்சு அப்படியே வந்து கவர் பண்ணி கொடுத்துட்றான். அந்த பையை அடுத்து நீங்கள் என்ன செய்ய போகிறீங்க? கண்டிப்பாக ஒன்று குப்பையில் போடுவீங்க, இல்லைன்னா வீட்டில் வச்சுருப்பீங்க. அந்த மாதிரி நிறைய விஷயங்கள் வந்து நம்மளுடைய நாட்டில் நடந்துகிட்டு இருக்கு. அதை நீங்கள் வந்து தயவுசெய்து அது விழிப்புணர்வை நீங்கள் ஏற்படுத்தணும். அடுத்ததாக வந்து நம்ம வந்து வேஸ்ட் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட்டு, நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ணுற ஃபோன், நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ணுற இயர்ஃபோன், நம்மளுடைய எலக்ட்ரானிக் குட்ஸ் அத்தனையும் வந்து ஒரு ஸ்டேஜில் வந்து டேமேஜ் ஆச்சுன்னா ஒன்று நம்ம தூக்கி வீட்டில் உள்ள பீரோவில் போட்டுறோம், இல்லைன்னா ரோட்டில் போட்டுறோம், இல்லைன்னா அதை வந்து அப்படியே வச்சுருப்போம் வீட்டில். அதனால் எந்த யூசேஜ் இல்லை. இன்றைக்கி வளர்ந்த நாடுகள் எல்லாமே வந்து எலக்ட்ரானிக்குடைய டிஸ்போசல் வேஸ்ட்டை வந்து வளரும் நாடுகளாகிய நம்ம இந்தியா மாதிரி நாட்டில் வந்து அவங்க வந்து டிஸ்போஸ் பண்ணி அனுப்பிச்சி விட்றாங்க. ஸோ அதை வந்து செக்ரிகேட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு அதுக்கான தகுதியான அந்த உபகரணங்கள் நம்ம நாட்டில் இல்லை. அதை என்ன செய்கிறோம், திருப்பி நம்ம ஹேண்டில் பண்ணும்போது அதன் மூலமாக வந்து நமக்கு வந்து பல நோய்கள் வருது. இதெல்லாம் தவிர்க்கணும்னா தயவு செய்து நீங்கள், ஏன்னா உங்கள்கிட்ட தான் அந்த விஷயத்தை கொண்டு போக முடியும், கண்டிப்பாக நீங்கள் செய்வீங்க. எனக்கு தெரியும் நம்முடைய ஸ்டூடெண்ட் வந்து அவ்வளோ திறமையானவங்க. கண்டிப்பாக இந்த விழிப்புணர்வு மக்களுக்கு கொண்டு போகணும். அது மட்டும் இல்லாமல் நீங்களும் இந்த நாடும் சுகாதாரமாக வாழ்வதற்கு சுற்றுச்சூழல் மிகவும் முக்கியம் என்று கூறிக்கொண்டு எனக்கு வாய்ப்பு அளித்தமைக்கு நன்றி கூறி விடைபெறுகிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir, for your reassuring words. Carrie Underwood said, "Successful people have a social responsibility to make the world a better place." I take immense pleasure in welcoming Ms. Sujata from HLL Life Care Limited to deliver the keynote address.
Respected dignitaries in the dais, and my dear HLL colleagues present here, and senior faculty members of Lady Doe College, and the highlight of the show, my dear students, very good morning to all of you. I am sure everyone here aware of what is menstruation, right? So I will just tell you how this word menstruation has come. Menses is a word is coined from a, menstruation is the word coined from a Latin word. Menses meaning is moon. So the lunar cycle lasts for 28 days. Of course, the menstrual cycle lasts is also 28 days. So it is associated with that name. So the menstruation name has come. But there are many parts of India, even today, 30 to 40% of people do not get any information about this menstruation before they attain the age, before the menarche. So the menstrual education and hygiene awareness is very important. Some studies, however, such as the awareness is missing. So today, Lady Doe College, the management has taken initiative for this awareness program. The National Health Family Survey, NHS 2019, considered the menstruation-related hygiene products as an indicator of women empowerment. Thanks to the awareness of the Lady Doe College for exhibiting this, and the percentage of women using hygienic product during menstruation increased to 78% from 2021 when compared to 2015. But we need to expect this percentage to increase to 100%. Many of the rural women still lack of this menstrual hygiene and menstrual hygienic practices. They lack of the infrastructure, they lack access on basic water and toilet facilities, even the environment to support this, to follow the menstrual hygienic practices. To effectively manage this menstruation, girls and women require access water, sanitation and hygiene facilities, affordable and appropriate menstrual hygiene material, information and good practice and supportive environment where they can manage the menstruation without embarrassment and stigma. We HLL Life Care Limited, Government of India enterprise coming under Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, always joined hands with, for such program and such initiative to create awareness among the adults and women and women in the society. Our objective is to bring more and more awareness, joining hands with various government agencies, state government agencies, and public sector undertaking to initiate as a CSR initiative for this menstrual awareness program. HLL Life Care is offering a comprehensive range of products, right from this one, sanitary pad vending machines, sanitary pads, and also menstrual cups. And there is a series of products. And now Mr. Murugesan spoke about this disposal of napkins and waste generation. So for that also we have incinerators, menstrual napkin incinerators, which is actually approved by Pollution Control Board and various agencies like UGC and AICTE and other government agencies. So we expect all the institutions, wherever women are studying, they need to install this sanitary napkin vending machines and incinerators in their institutions. We also, many sanitary products now, actually, it is not eco-friendly. Now, we are happy to see that eco-friendly product is launched in this event. So, these napkins should be disposed in a proper way. That is a challenge in many places. So, the disposal, they need to arrange proper waste management system in every institutions. So I take this opportunity to thank Lady Rock management and also especially the students for taking out their time to discuss about this topic, which is not majorly discussed out. It is usually discussed within ourselves, within the ladies and within mother and daughter kind of thing. You should come out and talk about your problems, and it is not only the menstruation, you should also follow the menstrual hygiene practices. It is, in the long run, it will help in the health of the women. So let's hold it. I will take this opportunity to, during this time, tomorrow is International Women's Day. Let's wholeheartedly embrace this year theme, inspiring inclusion, by actively breaking down the barriers, challenging stereotypes, and create environments where all women are empowered, valued, and respected. Let us not confine our efforts to raising awareness solely at this event, but let us also strive to spread awareness at our personal level as we can. I take this opportunity to thank BPCL organization also as our CSR partner, joining hands for this awareness program. And I will end this quote of Mother Teresa. Not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for emphasizing on the importance of menstrual health, menstrual hygiene, and awareness as the first step to break the barriers. Now, I invite Ms. Dakshayani, Manager Marketing HLL Life Care Limited, for the felicitation.
Respected dignitaries, my dear professors, and my dear darling students. So yes, I'm one of the alumni of Our Lady Doe College, proud to be a Dokian. So yes, I want to hear from you. What do you say? Dokians are always? Come on, girls. Make some noise. Let's break the silence. Come on. Can't hear. Louder. More cheerful. It's not about the topic anyway. I'm just talking about we being Dokians. Come on, let's say something. Let's make some noise. Come on. Yes. So it's we are early in the morning. We're about to start this inauguration. Still, it's going to happen for 2 days. I'm in this project since 2016 on this menstrual health and hygiene project. So we are working under Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So we are, as a company, the company is into this project since 2011. I would like to narrate a small incident, what provoked actually in formulation of this kind of policy for by the government. In 2009, a private survey was undertaken by a private agency, and it declared that only 12% of Indian women uses sanitary napkin for their menstrual hygiene needs, and that was happening on 2009. What is the percentage? What is the percentage? Yes, it's just 12%. So imagine what would be the, it is all about, among the menstruating women, only 12% of Indian women were using sanitary napkins. So that was a survey. It was not very, very behind. It was just happening in 2009. And so the government of India, they started giving free sanitary napkin to all the school students in the name of free days. So that happened, and then slowly the project was diversified to state government, and the state started giving sanitary napkin. And even in Tamil Nadu, we are getting sanitary napkin in schools in the name of Pudu Yugam. Hope you know that. Have you ever heard of it? Pudu Yugam sanitary napkins by the schools? Yes. So it is available in Anganwadi, primary health centers, everywhere. But in 2017, the statistics, the government has taken a statistics. So they used to have NFHS data is a data which talks about the lifestyle and health of Indian people, wherein they have declared that this percentage has increased to 42%. What is the percentage that it has increased to? Yes, of course, it is because of the interventions which is made by the government and more policy and the budget which was allocated for this. So now we have now come to another big issue. After supplying the sanitary napkin, what happens? After using the sanitary napkins, what do we do, girls? What do? We dispose. How do we dispose? Yeah, we wrap it up and throw it in the dustbin, and we don't know. Only God knows what happens to the napkins, right? Yes, here Mr. Murugesan sir, he was telling us about the Tamil Nadu data, but I'm just going to tell you one data which is, it's an all India data, and it is only for sanitary solutions, which includes, of course, napkins, diapers and other waste, sanitary waste, but of course napkin contribute to the greater extent. So can you anybody make a rough guess what India is generating, a sanitary waste generation by India as of today? In a day, how much do we generate? Any wild guesses? Somebody please make. Anybody, girls? What could be the waste? It is in tons anyway. In a day, sanitary waste generated in India. Or the volunteer is not allowing you to speak? Come on, girls. Make some rough guesses, no? Okay, 100, 200. So it is 5,000 tons of sanitary napkin waste is generated in a day in India. And what is the percentage that we have achieved? It's only 42%. 42% women are using, but the kind of waste that is generated in India is 5,000 tons in a day. And what happens to this? It mostly goes as landfills, which pollutes the land, underground water, air, and of course it's a biological waste. Hope you know it's a biological waste, so it pollutes the country, the people as well. So we have to be, this kind of eco-friendly products, it helps. Sustainable solutions like kind of menstrual cups, it helps, but we also have to be more responsible. So that is one thing, yes. The second one is mostly when we speak about this menstruation, we speak in two aspects only. One is the societal view about menstruation, the stigma, taboos and myths which is associated with menstruation. Second is the biological aspects of menstruation, what happens to a woman. Because that is the start of a womanhood. So tomorrow as we are going to celebrate the Women's Day, see where the womanhood starts? As soon as we attain puberty, right? So that is where a womanhood starts. Still, I see most of the faces here, they are very uncomfortable in listening to the conversations that what we are making here. I see that. So there is nothing to, that makes us to, that is the kind of priority that we are giving to this subject and especially to the health of women. So most of the health issues which is associated with women is surrounding around this. It starts with menarche. It ends with, it not even ends actually, it goes till menopause and still goes after. So mostly it revolves around it. And now you see what is the age of girl, getting the periods. The first periods, when is she getting? Usually it used to be 11 to 13. Now in this menstrual hygiene formulation committee, we have made it to 9 to 11. The child is so young. What will the child know about it? How is she going to manage it? She's going to get period cramps. I'm sure, most of you would be having now periods. So finding it difficult to sit around, that also is possible. But all these have very simple solutions when you approach to. Until and otherwise we live with it. It is no more a problem. This is how it is. This is how we are destined with. You can reach to your people, to your peers, to your doctors, to your gynecologist. There is nothing to shy away from this. There are ways to come out of the menstrual cramps. There are ways to come out of this, PMS, premenstrual syndrome, all this. But we have to talk about it. So that is what it is all about. And that is why we wanted to have this expo. Usually it will be an awareness program, would be more like some experts coming and talking about it and the children asking questions on it. The students would be asking questions on it. But this time we wanted to do it in a different way where the students themselves take some effort, study about the topic, present their view, their understanding about the topic. And that's why, to make them more motivating, we wanted to have some prizes also for this. And that's why we wanted to have an expo and panel discussion wherein the students can understand and come with their own perspective of it. So a long way to go. We have come over more centuries standing here talking about this kind of topic. This is such a stigmatic topic. At least we are here on the stage talking about it, and still a long way to go. So let's be part of it, helping women each other. Yeah. Thank you so much, girls.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for addressing the social and environmental issues associated with menstrual hygiene and also stressing on the importance of today's and tomorrow's events. Thank you, everyone, for joining for the inauguration. The panel discussion will start shortly. And I request the honorable dignitaries on the dais to take the seats in the front row. Thank you. Dear student friends, please wait in the auditorium. The panel discussion will start shortly. Thank you. Friends, we are about to begin the panel discussion. So I request you all to maintain silence. And at this juncture, we would like to thank all our organizing partners, Voice Trust, Empower Health, HLL Life Care Limited, Wendigo, Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited, for joining hands with us in conducting this expo and panel meet.
We welcome all the panelists on stage. It's the ability to withstand pressure that turns coal into diamond. Her indefeatable spirit and indomitable resolve made her into one of the reverend academic polymath Madurai has ever seen. A trailblazer who led by example and showed the world that with assiduous hard work, anything is possible. Her prescience and her astute nature led her to create one of the biggest names in the education industry. She is a force to be reckoned with, and her tenacity is beyond words. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for the education daikon of Madurai, Sri Aruna Vishweshwar ma'am, to on dais. Please. Panelists, we request each one of the panelists to please occupy your seats.
Aruna ma'am will be chairing today's session, and I now invite the panelists, Dr. C. Ganga, Professor and Head, Department of General Surgery, Government Rajaji Hospital, Madurai, Dr. M. Hemalata, Gynae Surgeon and Fertility Specialist, Hema Medical Center, Dr. B. Kalpana, Obstetrician and Gynecologist, Guru Hospital, Madurai, Ms. Suganya, Senior Clinical Dietitian, Head, Department of Dietetics, Apollo Hospital, Madurai, and Advocate Tilakavati, Madurai High Court, feminist and social activist. Thank you. Madras High Court, I'm sorry. We also invite Mr. Murugesan, Founder and Managing Director, Voice Trust, Madurai, to join the dais. We request Dr. Kalpana, Obstetrician and Gynecologist, Guru Hospitals, Madurai, to take a seat in the dais. I now invite Dr. Esther Rani, Assistant Controller of Examination, Lady Doak College, to introduce the guests of today.
Good morning, everyone. I've been given a pleasant task to introduce the chairperson for this panel and the panelist. Let me first introduce the chairperson of this panel group, and she is none other than Ms. Aruna M. Visweswar. She is the senior principal and correspondent of Adiyapana School. Ma'am has a MSc Honours Chemistry and MBA Finance, MA Sanskrit, B.Ed, and she has a long list of degrees to her credits, and she is highly respected educationist in Madurai. She got married in the year 1977 to industrialist Mr. Vishesh Iyer, and she started her professional career by co-partnering her husband. Later, she started her foray into education first as a part-time teacher of Sanskrit in a private school, and later becoming the principal of the same school. And she was the topper and the gold medalist in all her academic pursuits that led her to start the school. And also, she has been internationally certified on life skills, professionally qualified in astrology, numerology, Vastu Shastra, and Feng Shui. And also, she is a champion athlete in a school. And ma'am has various achievements in all dimensions wherever she has stepped in. And also, she got the
top positions in several national and international levels, and she received many national and international awards. She started the school in the year 2009, and that school still produces many district toppers and achievers, not only in education, in all the fields like drawing, music, painting, and yoga. And ma'am is a recipient of the National Kamal Patra Award, Breast Principal Award, Women Entrepreneur Award, Global Women Award. And she's very comfortable in speaking English, Hindi, Tamil, Malayalam, Sanskrit, and Thai language of Thailand. Ma'am, we are really very happy to be one of the moderator of this panelist, and we are greatly blessed to have you here, ma'am. We would like to hear from you. Thank you for coming. Next, I would like to introduce Dr. Ganga, an esteemed personality in the medical field, currently serving as the Associate Professor and Chief Surgeon in the Department of Surgery at Rajaji Hospital, Madurai. Ma'am has pursued her MBBS and MS degree at Medical College in addition to her clinical responsibilities. She has been actively involved in various medical camps initiatives, and also she is involved in Varuman Kapam scheme and disability camps organized by the government of Tamil Nadu. She has been participating in various medical camps. Numbers ranges from 0 to 63. She played a crucial role as a reporting officer for COVID-19, and she was the role, she has taken a role as chairperson and member secretary of the medical board at Government Rajaji Hospital. She is an active member in disaster management for the government of Tamil Nadu. She has a rich experience as an examiner for both undergraduate and postgraduate examination. And Dr. Ganga has received numerous accolades, including 25 years Unblemished Service Award and Best Doctor Award from Government of Tamil Nadu. Her contribution to the field has been recognized through her publications and prestigious publications in national and international awards. Thank you for coming, ma'am. We would like to hear from you. Next, I would like to introduce a distinguished panelist, Dr. Hemlata. Ma'am, we heard from you yesterday, and we are greatly blessed that you have come here for this panel discussion. And she has 2 decades of experience in obstetrics and gynecologist, currently serving as the director cum HOD of that department at Hema Hospital since 2016. Dr. Hemlata previously worked as a consultant at Apollo Hospital, Madurai. Her academic journey began at Madurai Medical College, where she graduated with distinction into subjects during her MBBS. She pursued her DGO from the same institution, followed by her master's degree in OBG, where she secured a university rank. Her academic profile includes distinctions in DNB, and she boasts an impressive record of nearly 10,000 deliveries and surgeries to her contribution. In the field of medical, she has contributed and received various recognized awards such as Best Gynecologist Award, Bharat Ratna, and received a medal. Yes, ma'am? Medal from Bharat Ratna, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. She is also a prolific researcher with numerous papers presented and published in both national and international levels. Thank you for coming again, ma'am. We would like to listen from you. Next, I would like to introduce Dr. B. Kalpana. She is regarded as one of the leading IVF specialists. She serves as the head of Guru Infertility Center, Madurai, one of the top IVF clinics for fertility. She gives her specialty is that she gives her patients an individual care and a patient-specific guidance on how to get the best IVF results. She is considered as one of India's best IVF doctors and holds academic credentials from some of the most renowned medical institutions. Due to her abilities, many patients who have struggled with infertility have come to love of motherhood. And also, she understands the heartaches of the patients, and also she is acclaimed doctor and support staff employed world-class facilities and cutting-edge technologies to offer the best infertility treatments globally. She emphasizes deeply considering a patient's struggle as her own, working tirelessly to help them to welcome their bundle of joy. Thank you for coming, ma'am. We would also like to hear from you. Next, I would like to welcome Ms. Suguna V, Senior Clinical Dietitian,
Head, Department of Dietetics, Apollo Specialty Hospitals, Madurai. She is currently pursuing a PhD in clinical nutrition at Madurai Kamaraj University, and she has cleared registered dietitian exam conducted by IDA in the year 2022, and she has worked in various hospitals like Java Hospital, Aravind Eye Hospital, and presently she is with Apollo Hospital. She has an experience of 15 years in Apollo Hospital, Madurai, and she was involved in NABH accreditation activities of the department to ensure all the requirements are met. She is the mentor for dietitians in Trichy, Karur, and Karaikudi Apollo hospitals. She also received the Best of the Best award for the critical care practices of Apollo Hospitals, Madurai, by participating in an international nutrition survey in the year 2011, where 183 hospitals across the globe participated. She also actively participated in the online nutrition worldwide survey every year from 2011. She is an organizing team member of the annual Apollo International Clinical Nutrition Update conducted in India and abroad since 2009. She is also responsible for the nutrition assessment and care plan for the patients, and also she trained clinical dietitians, associates, and student interns. She is also advising food service managers on sanitation, safety procedures, menu development, and budgeting. We are very happy to have you here, ma'am, and we welcome you for this panel discussion. Last but not the least, I would like to introduce Ms. Tilagavati, and she is an advocate at Madras High Court, and she is a trainer for gender sensitization and self-defense, motivational speaker. When I had an informal conversation with her just before this, she told she is a techie person, and she thought she's not meant for that, and she wanted to serve women, and she studied law, and now she is advocating in High Court and representing women's issues and giving solutions and getting solutions for them. We are really happy and proud to have you here, ma'am. Thanks for coming. And she did her BTech in Information Technology, as I said, BA English, LLB, Bachelor's in Law, MA in Political Science, Master's in Law, and MSc Counseling and Psychology. Wow. And she's been awarded as Top 10 Youngster in Tamil Nadu 2022 by Anand Vigdan. And also she has been awarded as Justice Bhagavati Award for Human Rights Law and International Law by Ambedkar University, Tamil Nadu. And also she got another award by Cornelia Sorabaji Award for Legal Empowerment of Women by Cornelia Sorabaji Trust, London. And also the next award she got from Justice Fatima Bibi Award for Best Female Advocate by World Women Wing. Another award is World Changer Award by Lakshya Mahudam. And award number 6, an emerging leader in upholding Constitution 2022 for showcasing commitment to protecting constitutional rights and building awareness. We are really indeed proud to have you here, ma'am. Thanks for coming. And we are eagerly waiting for you to speak up. Thanks for all of you for coming and having, we hope that we will have a fruitful discussion and a positive outcome after this panel discussion. Wonderful. Thanks for coming. Wonderful.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I now request Dr. Beulah Rajkumar, Head of the Department of Physics, previous Head of the Department of Physics, and former Director of Center for Women's Studies, to honor the panelists, Dr. Ganga, Dr. Hemalata, and Dr. Kalpana. Thank you very much, ma'am. I now invite Dr. J. Chitra, retired professor, Department of Mathematics, and course mentor of Center for Women's Studies, to honor the guests, Ms. V. Suganya and Advocate Tilagavati.
Friends, we'd also like to invite Chitra ma'am to honor our representative from Maxi Vision Hospitals, who are here to conduct a 2-day eye camp for us. Thank you. Chitra ma'am, also please honor Guru Hospitals. I think Dr. Kalpana will receive on behalf of Guru Hospitals, who are also here for the health camp for 2 days.
I now request Dr. Aruna Visweshwar to take over the session and begin with the panel discussion. Thank you.
Distinguished members on the dais of the dais, dear students, good morning to all of you. At the outset, I'm a very happy person today because I have been conferred a doctorate without having worked for it. I have many degrees to my name, but I have been called Dr. Aruna, so thank you very much for that honor, though I really don't deserve it. When I was listening to the introductions of my co-panelists, I must confess to being extremely honored to have been chosen as the moderator for this session. I must tell you girls, because I'm not really going to address the faculty members or the members here, that you are a very lucky lot. You really don't know how blessed you are. The days that we were growing up, I was growing up, I'm sure by now you have guessed that I am a very young 70-year-old. And I have about 48 years of teaching experience, right? Literally been there, done that, seen that. The days when we could never ever talk about women, women's issues, women problems. Even at home, to discuss it with the grandmother or the mother, it had to be done in secrecy. It had to be done in hushed voices. And having grown up in a very conservative environment, what used to happen then was the mother, the grandmother, or the aunt, they used to tell us, keep quiet, hush, don't talk about it. People are listening, whether they are listening or not. That used to be the way things were carried out. Before I really go into that scene, I must appreciate Lady Doak College for being a first in many different fields. You people may not have been there, even the faculty members may not have been there when 40 years back, I was in this same hall as the aerobics teacher for students. I used to conduct yoga classes, aerobics classes when Dr. Savitri was here. I don't know how many of you remember. You remember that. Today, as I came in, I was filled with nostalgia. I'm coming into this hall after a very long time. There has been a lot that has happened in my own life. Much water has flown in the Vaigai. We have done a lot, we have seen a lot. But Lady Doak College has always been a pioneer in rich thinking. It's the thinking, it's a thought that matters. Many of you have heard now that I am a Sanskrit teacher. I've been a Sanskrit teacher for 19 years, a chemistry teacher for 7 years, an economics teacher for 15 years. So literally done a lot of things. Your clap makes me feel very old, right? But I shall tell you one thing. Let me give you a Sanskrit quotation. Pustakasthatu ya vidya parahastagata dhanam karyakale samutpanne nasa vidya na tad dhanam. Knowledge within a book, pustakasthatu ya vidya. Knowledge within a book. Now you may say knowledge within the internet. Is of no use to you unless you have it up here. That is the essence of what we are trying to communicate today. We have a panel that comprises of very distinguished doctors, dietitians, lawyers, you name it, you have it here, activists. That is the richness of this idea. The first one being that we can even talk about it, discuss about it, share a platform where we understand what it means to have the right kind of health and hygiene, whether menstrual health or otherwise. That is one of the primary concerns of the world around. Health. We talk about all the various things that can be done, starting from diet and exercise and hygiene and cleanliness and sanitation and so on and so forth. But how many of us are really practicing? I'm going to tell you a story now because when I came in, one of the faculty members said, ma'am, 30 years back, because I've been here into the commerce department as a chief guest and then for some of the exhibitions, not into this room, but outside. And she said, ma'am, I remember your stories very well, so let me give you a story today. How many of you would like to hear stories? Aha. Because there was one of the members who was trying to get some sound out of you. Yes or no? Yes. Wonderful. So, this is a story of a farmer who once on his walk spotted an eagle's egg that had fallen to the ground. Very gently, not with his hand, with some hay, he lifted that eagle's egg and then took it to his hen coop and put it there along with the eggs of a mother hen. Now the mother hen sat on this egg along with the other eggs, and in due course of time, an eaglet was hatched along with the chicks. Now, this eaglet grew up as though it was a chicken. So he used to run everywhere along with the other chicks. The mother hen would guide this eaglet. The eaglet never knew it was an eagle. This eaglet went around with all the chicks, grazing on the ground, looking for seeds, looking for whatever it could eat. One day, the eaglet looked up and he saw a lot of eagles flying. And he told his mother hen, he said, Mom, look at those birds. Look at that eagle there. What a gracious bird it is, flying so high. I wish I could do that. The mother hen said, see, don't have false hopes. You are a hen. You are born of me and you should know what your limits are. But this baby eaglet would look up and would sigh saying, I wish I could also fly like that. Little did he know that he had within himself all that it was needed to get him high up in the sky. Why am I telling you this story? Many of us sitting here don't know our own potential, don't know what we are capable of doing, don't reach out to achieve, to go beyond what we can do right now. Why? Because there's nobody to tell us, to direct us, to guide us. I wish you will all rise up to the sky. Come out of your own shells. Understand that there is a lot within you, menstruation or no menstruation, that you can reach the sky. The sky is the limit, they say. Reach out. Go for the highest dream possible, dream big, and make your plans accordingly. Because if you plan to fail, you are actually, that happens because you have failed to plan. So if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Having said that, let's go into our subject proper. Menstruation, the health and hygiene associated with that. What does it bring to this forum? That we are even able to talk about it is a great thing, is the first step forward. That we need not actually talk about it only in hushed tones. We can share our discomforts, our knowledge, our practices, our beliefs. And if there is somebody from outside telling you, no, this is taboo, no, this is not the way it is done, you have the knowledge to say, I know how to manage, let me guide you. So this forum is going to help you overcome all your own problems. My request to all of you is, please do not hesitate to ask questions whenever we allow an open forum. Not that you should, I'm told that each of the speakers has been given 7 minutes. They're aware of that. And I'm sure there is a question and answer time. So we will make best use of that. My story was said to let you all know that speech is silver, but silence is not always golden. There are times when you must air your own queries that are hidden. This is the forum. You may not be able to ask about it elsewhere. There may not be people out there who will answer your questions. But here you have been given an opportunity to ask anything that you want, your queries. On that note, I must tell you, I don't know how many of you are aware, you already heard about a real life example, right? There are temples that are dedicated to menstruation. I don't know how many of you have heard about the Kamakhya temple in Assam or the Chenganur Bhagavati in Kerala. Temples that are dedicated to goddesses having menstruation. You must read those stories. Knowledge is very, very important. Again, as I said, it should not be within the book or within the internet. You must know what is happening, how are people managing. Gone are the days when let me tell you, I am born long, long back, before the television came to India, right? Imagine, those were the days when we had to get licenses for having a bicycle, a cycle at home, a radio at home. For the radio license, for the cycle license, I have gone and stood in queues to get the license for a radio in my house. Can you imagine that? Now, from where we have come where? What a long journey it has been. So my generation has probably seen it all. I have a grandson who is 19 years old, right? So literally this is, and I'm sure, maybe is that the reason why I have been chosen to be the moderator today, ma'am? Dr. Nachiyar, who is instrumental in bringing me here, Dr. Christiana, because I know all of them. Many of them have their children who have been my students. And to be honest, I'm delighted to be here again, once again, telling you it's a pleasure. And I'm sure I shouldn't stand between what we have to hear and the knowledge that we have to garner from our very eminent speakers. So we'll go on. You'll be hearing more from me shortly and in due course. So we understand that, of course, menstruation is a natural fact of life and a monthly occurrence. We know that. For how many? For nearly 1.8 billion girls world over. And this includes women, girls, and since I'm running a school, I can tell you, the start of this has become now earlier than what it used to be. Earlier, girls used to start menstruating at 12, 13. Now I have students of 8 and 9 years who have attained puberty. Many of them don't even know about it. And the task of the teachers, of the school, of the principal becomes very difficult, because we have to initiate, tell the girls that it is nothing to be scared about. It is a natural phenomenon. It is not something that you need to be ashamed about. So on that note, we are going to talk first about celebrating menstrual health and leading to holistic development. I invite Dr. Ganga. I think Dr. Ganga starts talking about celebrating menstrual health. It is Dr. Hemlata. I have been then given a wrong order. I don't know who's. So let's hear it from Dr. Hemlata on celebrating menstrual health and holistic development. Ma'am, would you like to sit and speak, or?
Happy morning. Actually, yesterday I met people of my age group, and today I'm meeting so young girls of my daughter's age. I'm very, very happy to be here. And each time when we address the population of this age group, we too feel energetic and young. And hope so. My speech should deliver and reach you properly, and you should clear your myths and negatives about the menstruation and other things related to the reproductive tract. Fine. As Madam said, Mrs. Aruna Vishweshwar, that previously in our age group, that is 30, 40 years back, usually the girls will attain their puberty by age of 12 to 13 years mostly. Whereas nowadays we come across people with 8 years and 9 years and 10 years, they are getting their periods. And it is very literally to be seen very bad, from the school they will call us. They say, Madam, the baby is having severe abdominal pain and it is staining, so many things. So, pavam, that kids will be, they don't know what it is happening inside their body. So, why this is happening? Why this 8 years, 9 years, 10 years? Why? Do anybody have their reasons behind? Anyone? Why? Previously, it was around 12 to 13 or 13 to 14. Why now it is happening in 8 years, 9 years? Because of our diet habit. Previously, the child will be average, that is the newborn child will be average 2.5 to 3. Nowadays, it is very normal to see the babies, newborn babies around 4 to 5 kg, 4.5, 4 kg, 5 kg. So it starts right from the pregnancy period itself. One. Second, if at all the baby is little bit tiny, like 2.5 or 2.2 or like that, these people, they will dump the baby with all the artificial feed, whatever it is available in the commercial market. Lactogen, Nestle, Cerelac, something, whatever, all the Western countries, they will promote all their commercial products inside our India. So these people, actually for the status problem also, they'll say they don't give mother's milk, which is most important for the baby. The mother's milk has all the immunity power and all the nutrition necessary for the baby's growth. Whereas these people, they will, they won't give mother's milk, but they will give the other food like Cerelac and Nestle and all other commercial products. So these products will have many hormonal activities because all are derived from the cow's milk or buffalo's milk or other milk. These milk are produced by the hormone induced from the Western countries. So all the products, all the dairy products, including what you people eat, the chocolates, all different varieties of chocolates are available now. So all these chocolates and the milk products, all other products, whatever, ice creams, the newly junk food, so many things has come, no, for cheese products, pizzas, then KFC, whatever it is. So everything has the, milk products, dairy products. These dairy products are all having hormonal from the milk they derive from. So these buffaloes and the cow, they are being promoted with so much amount of hormones so that they will produce large amount of milk production. So from these we get the products. So when we eat these hormones related products, we will be having all hormonal imbalance inside our body. And so the babies, the kids of 7 years and 8 years, they have the disturbance in their brain hormones and the reproductive hormones, and they will attain their menarche or the puberty at the very early age. And the problem what happens again is they will attain their puberty by 8 years or 9 years, and after that they will get irregularity in periods. So common is the word now, PCOD. So polycystic ovarian disease. Madam, here I just want to explain. I'm not going to speak celebrating. I just want to clear the myths around the menstruations. So it is actually celebrating the female is really a good thing, but we should also be very clear what is good, what is bad. So now actually seeing girls with little bit your thin body and structures and figures, it is very happy to see. But most of the college girls are nowadays little bit fat, plumpy, and they don't want to maintain, and they are very much depressed. They lack the confidence of their life. So all this happens due to your hormonal imbalance that is happening inside your body. Why? All due to our change of your diet habit. So one thing, we are ourselves imposing these all diet habits like junk foods and fast foods and other chocolates and ice creams. Second thing is all the vegetables and the fruits and the spices, everything, no? These are all prepared, these are all under the pesticides control. So all these pesticides and other insecticides, these will also have an impact upon the endocrine system of our body, and it will disturb totally everything. So the kids will attain their menarche or the puberty very early. Then they will come across a huge problem nowadays in your age group people is the PCOD. That is the polycystic ovaries. You get once a while in your life year, you'll get your periods. Like you'll get today periods means then you will get absence of periods for 3 to 4 months. Then again you will get your periods for a large number of days, and then you will get absence of periods for 4 to 5 months, and then you will get your periods. Some girls, no, they will be saying, "Appa, periods varla," happy. So they will be enjoying that free period for 1 year, even 2 years, because they are physical and the illness வந்து தாண்டிரணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு they will be very much happy for also. But everything is not normal. Mind it, girls, that you should have regular periods. What is then regular periods means? Regular periods is when your cycle is averagely between 21 to 44 days. That is, you can get your periods any time. But very much regularly for every 21 days or every 22 days or every 23 days or every 24 days, but it should be very much regular. If you get periods for 21 days today and next month you will get periods after 45 days, then it is irregular. Whereas if you get periods for this month 21 days, next month 21 days, the next month 21 days, then it is your normal. Don't consider this as an abnormal. So when you get your periods for every 21 to 45 days regularly, then it is a normal period cycle. Second, if you get a period every 44 days, every 45 days, then that is also a normal. So don't consider that as a bad one, first. Second, what is normal flow of blood? How many days it should flow? Usually menstrual blood loss is about 80 ml per cycle. So it should be around 3 to 5 days the flow should be, and the pads you have to change less than 5 pads per day you have to see. And you have, I think hygiene, you people are well aware than us, because as your professor of your HO chemistry madam has introduced the new cotton pads, everything. So that is very, very vital. Don't use this Whisper and other chemical products, because it contains many chemical products like toluene, BPP, bisphenol. This will cause in later age again PCOD as well as genital tract cancers and infertility, and sometimes infections of your reproductive tract. So go for, as madam has introduced, a very nice event I today attended. So hats off to your department, chemistry madam, and that it is really, really very nice to hear from you people. You people also, without your help, she would not have done that. Okay, so 3 to 5 days the flow should be, and it should be about 80 ml, and less than 5 pads per day it should be. And yesterday someone asked, what is the normal pain during your menstrual cycle? The normal pain is, if you have the pain for the first day and it only lasts for 2 to 3 hours or half a day, then it is, you are absolutely normal. If you have periods pain, that is 10 days before your periods, and if you have pain throughout the periods, 3 to 5 days or 5 to 6 days, then it is really, really abnormal. You have to check with the gynecologist, because it will be associated with some diseases with the uterus, or some diseases with your tubes, or with your diseases with your ovaries, so, or any other hormonal problems. So this is what regular menstrual cycle from 21 to 45 days, and it should last for 3 to 5 days with 1 day pain. So this is normal. If anything goes against this, it is abnormal. If you get periods, that is absence of periods for a long period, that is 3 to 4 months, and that you get your periods, first you rule out your hemoglobin level, whether it is normal or not. Anemia is the first one to be ruled out. So if it is more than 10, you should get regular periods. Second thing, if you don't have your periods regular, rule out your thyroid problems. So that is also most important. If you don't get your periods regularly, first you don't go for hormonal tablets immediately. Start eating iron tablets for 2 to 3 months. If you feel good with iron tablets alone, then it is very, very good. Second, check your thyroid level. Third, check your ovarian status, whether it is having polycystic ovaries. So these 3 groups of diseases only usually common in your young age group people. So why this PCOD is so very common nowadays? This is again basic lifestyle changes. As madam said, we at that age, we did so many household works, and we were very much active in the school days without having any computer or any system work. We don't have any sedentary lifestyle. But nowadays, you people have, for everything you have all ukandite paathitirukka vela. So everything you buy, sit, you are doing everything. So no physical work at all. Then you are using mainly many chemicals for your face and your body, and perfumes. Everything has a chemical that will have an impact. Even the perfumes, lipsticks, your facial creams and other creams, these all have chemicals that will get absorbed inside your body, and it will have an impact upon your reproductive and other endocrine system. So madam, if I cross my time, please. Okay, so, and the white discharges, and if there is nothing what is normal white discharge, if what is abnormal white discharge, I will clear you. What is normal white discharge? If you get a glassy transparent white discharge in the middle of the cycle with associated lower abdominal pain, that is a normal ovulatory phase discharge. That is very, very normal. And premenstrually also 2 to 3 days you will have normal white discharge. Whereas abnormal white discharge, when there is the color change is there, when it is foul smelling it is there, when it is there having itching, then these are abnormal. So what is menstrual cycle, what is white discharge, what about the abdominal pain, I have cleared. And how can you have a clear menstrual hygiene? As Madam said, we have to use clear cotton pads. We have to change your cotton pads 4 to 5 hours regularly. And you can use, even without having marital life, you can use menstrual cups. With menstrual cups, we can have a clear hygiene that you can remove it. But first, initial times, it will be a little bit difficult. But when you use it properly, the method of usage, if you are very careful, you can use menstrual cups. And fourth and not the least, it is the most important, do have a habit of doing exercises regularly, and that is the most important vital factor which is mandatory for our lifestyle. And diet, I think Suganya will give you a detailed talk about the diet. I don't want to enter into it. So thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Ganga. Let's give ma'am a big round of applause. Very, very lucidly explained, point-wise, excellent presentation, and I'm sure you've all understood the necessity for the main takeaway that I had from this was the power of a well and healthy you. You have to, because it happens that many of us at some stage let go. And I don't think that's right. And nowadays we do see a lot of obesity and ill health in students, young and old. You have to worry about your physical well-being first. And ma'am was talking to us about the importance of exercises, about a good regime as far as the food is concerned, diet is concerned, what are the reasons for the early onset of puberty, all of that. Thank you very much, Dr. Hemlata, very nicely explained. You know, they say at least 12,500, for you people, 12,500 steps you must take every day, you must walk. Walking is a wonderful exercise, and for a person like me, I do about 8,000 steps a day, every day. It's not that I take off in between. Even now, 4:30 I get up, 1 hour of exercise every morning. So if I can do it at this age, you can most certainly do it at your age. Please do, right? Having heard about the myths related to menstrual health and the holistic development, it is now Dr. C. Ganga who's going to talk to us about the psychological and emotional well-being in menstrual health management. You see, that is very important because everything comes from the mind, from inside you. Yes, doctor. Would you like to sit and talk or come there? Whichever is comfortable for you. A big round of applause. Come on, girls. You're not sleeping. Thank you.
First of all, I thank Lady Doc Dignitaries for inviting me to this program because I'm an old student of OCPM school in late 86 and 87. When I was studying in OCPM school, my chemistry ma'am used to tell, during school days, you'll be so polite. And when you go to Lady Doc College, you'll be having very different hairstyles. We used to travel in the same bus. The bus number is 1. I used to view all girls. They will be dressing in a very different way, and it was so impressive for me. And they will be very bold. The Lady Doc people, college students, they used to inspire me. They were all very bold people. In those days, there are only 2 colleges. One is Fatima College and one is Lady Doc College. Lady Doc College means a free dressing code was there, and I was so much impressed by them. my topic is that about the menstrual health. The first and foremost thing is, if you are really healthy, if you want to be healthy, you should be peaceful mentally. Mental health and physical health are both sides of a same coin. If you are really happy only, you will be a healthy person. To maintain the standards of menstrual hygiene, you have to value yourself. Women, in those days, we had a lot of restraints. As Aruna ma'am told, there was a lot of inhibitions. We can't stand in the bus stop for more than half an hour. It was like that in those days. The Lady Do College, the OGPM school, in those premises, we can't wait for the bus for more than half an hour. It won't be safe for us. We ourselves will be made to feel fearful. Those were the days. And those napkins and other things, disposal systems, and hygiene maintenance, bathrooms, urinals were not available in those days. And fruits, vegetables, all those things were also not into the minds of those people around us in those days. But nowadays, you are given an opportunity to maintain yourself in a healthy way. And pertaining to my topic, this is about premenstrual syndromes. Before periods, any women or any girl in that reproductive age group, they'll be having somewhat a sense of mood swings, which is very, very important. Otherwise, they will be a very calm person. But during that premenstrual period, that is when the menses is about to come, they'll be very emotional. They'll be angered easily. They'll be easily irritated. They'll be in an irritable mood. அவ ரொம்ப கோபமாக இருக்கிறா, அவளுக்கு பீரியட்ஸ் வரப்போகுது, இட்ஸ் த வேர்டு ஐ யூஸ் டு ஹியர் இன் தோஸ் டேஸ். I think this happens in this younger generation also. How many of us will accept? I don't know. But it is not a problem. It's a normal phenomena. Everyone can't be of the same stable mood always. There will be mood swings for everyone. We have to accept. Sometimes you may have headache. Sometimes you may have sleeplessness. Sometimes you may have exams. You may not be able to maintain the calm, composed, balanced state of mind. But you have to recognize it. And you have to able to manage it. Nowadays, everyone is talking about stress, even uneducated people. They won't know the spelling of stress, but they will be saying, lot of stress. I am in stress is the word talked about so frequently. But what is this stress? Stress is normal, essential feeling for every person. No one can be out of stress. But stress is the factor that makes us grow. Without stress, we are docile. We are like vegetables. So I want every students to accept, because students, they are telling, I'm having difficulty with that subject, I'm having difficulty with the co-friends, or with the professors. Lot of difficulties will be there, but it will pass off. No specific stress is permanent. That everyone should understand. But my topic may be a different one. But altogether, the thing is, everyone should be able to manage yourself emotionally. You can get help. But don't go deep into that internet or deep into any media. That may not be a true concept. You have to be aware of all concepts. And in this day of women's empowerment, I want to stress the fact, what is the most powerful instinct in the world? In any human being, not alone women, men, animals, whatever the species on earth, what is the powerful instinct do you all think? Is it hunger? Or is it love? Or longing for affection? You can all imagine. It is the maternal instinct that is the most powerful thing on this world. And this maternal instinct makes the world going. Because men take risk. Women, they will look into the consequences. Then only they will take the risk. Because of this protection of the offsprings, everything is very well genetically imprinted in women. That is the study, psychological study they did. They did with rats. The rat has been starved off for more than 15 days and was put into a cage. And the food was kept in another cage. And a mother rat is placed in another cage, and that offspring rat is kept in another cage. Do you think hunger is the most powerful instinct? No. It is the maternal instinct. The mother rat only ran so fast. The time interval is so short only for that maternal instinct, not hunger or not any other thing. So this maternal instinct is the most powerful thing that keeps the world going. So you're all powerful and you can do anything on this earth. There may be a lot of inhibitions, whether I can do that or whether I can do this. Those are not the things. The power is that you should have a self-esteem of yourself. Don't be doubtful and don't waste your this productive years in unwanted things. Be confident of yourself. And another one important thing about this pertaining to the topic is that menstrual hygiene. That talked about, the madams, OG madams, everyone talked about that. The premenstrual syndrome, when to get into treatment or when to consult a psychiatrist. I am a psychiatrist and I am a surgeon, so I want to emphasize the fact you have to maintain an emotionally balanced state of mind. There may be so many triggering factors. And before periods, there will be a lot of things. So mild abdominal discomfort will be there. You won't go through the normal day-to-day activities. There are a lot of restraints. But the thing is, you may have some hormonal imbalances. For example, estradiol and serotonin. Serotonin is a specific hormone, a neurotransmitter, which is responsible for your mood. So if it is not off the balance, it is off the balance, you have to consult a psychiatrist. And you have to get a remedy for it, because if you keep on going with this, someone will be able to handle stress more mature way. Someone else may not be able to handle it in that emotional maturity level. It differs from person to person. Accept yourself. You may be talented in one aspect of life, and you may not be aware of other aspects. Some will be eloquent, some will be more studious in mathematics, some others, they will be very well versed in dancing. So accept this emotional balance. If you are not able to maintain a balance of emotion, you can consult someone. There are so many persons to help you. So I want to conclude that if you have any emotional disturbance, such as mood swings, easily getting angered, or irritable mood, headaches, you have to consult your colleagues or your psychologist or psychiatrist. You can consult and get rid of that. Because if you keep on with that, it will precipitate in maternal blues. During pregnancy times also, there will be a lot of emotional turmoils, hormonal imbalances, and neurotransmitters levels, they won't maintain the balance. So usually I like to confine my topic to limited time, because the focus the younger generation is very limited, because they can concentrate only for 20 minutes on when I ask, every time when I take a class for the students, MBBS students, and postgraduates of general surgery, they used to tell, I can focus only for half an hour. After that, you can have a break, and then you can start reading. But sometimes some people say they can concentrate for 45 minutes. But the attention span, that is focus of your attention and concentration, is even though limited. You can have a break, and then you can redo it after some time. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. A big round of applause, girls. Just to show you're not sleeping. I hope you're not. Right? Because we have now heard how much we can attribute to our own irritation, our own mood swings, our own internal mindset. You have to understand, let's attribute everything to the menstrual problem. So if there is somebody who's getting very angry, you can tell your friends now, it's not me, it is my PMS. But we know now where to blame. Thank you very much, Dr. Ganga. That was indeed a very enlightening talk. And I'm sure there are many questions. I have a lot of questions to ask you, but with that can wait. We will now hear the misconceptions on menstruation. I'm sure you all know many. Over to Dr. Kalpana. A big round of applause from the girls here. Thank you, Dr. Kalpana.
Slide, please. First one.
I couldn't see that. Huh? Okay, they can see. Shall I come down then? Yeah. It's not visible to the audience.
Can you see that here on that screen? Okay, great.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yeah. First of all, I would like to thank Lady Doc College, the whole dynamic team for conducting this wonderful panel discussion, and the great moderator and co-panelist. It was really a wonderful discussion, and to some extent, I want this to be an interactive session rather than me talking about all medical terminology. Yes, this is arts college students, I think. You have physics, chemistry, biology, and also maths, all subjects. So I want not only biology students to understand the topic, I want physics students to understand, interact, and come out with their doubts. So I feel my introduction was really incomplete. Let me introduce myself. I'm Dr. B. Kalpana, fertility consultant, director, Guru Hospital, which is a 100-bedded multi-speciality hospital in Pandikovil Road. Added to the credit, you must be having so many associations, but for gynecologists, we have an association called Federation of Obstetrics and Gynecology. So here, this is again a non-profitable organization which has got almost 40,000 gynecologists in the federation. So the federation has got infertility committee. I've been elected as infertility committee chairperson by all 40,000 gynecologists last year, getting almost 75% of votes compared to my competitor who was from Indore. And so I'm just representing the gynecologists of all over India, especially I will be the voice of infertile couple to the center. And personally, I've been practicing as a fertility consultant and gynecologist for the past 25 years in Guru Hospital, which is a NABH accredited center. So the topic for discussion is misconception about menstruation. The first topic was celebrating menstruation. Are you comfortable in celebrating menstruation? I want volunteers, otherwise I will point out. I know that few people told Lady Doc College is full of girls who is very bold. So I want voluntary answers from you so that it will be an interactive session. Otherwise it is going to be really boring you. So how many of you would like to celebrate menstruation? At least you can raise your hands. No one wants to celebrate? No. Only parents want to celebrate, is it? Yes. Do you think that menarche is unique? Only girls get puberty? Males do not get puberty? Do they get? Yes. They have change in voice, they have beard,
mushtaq. But it has not been celebrated. Why should we celebrate menstruation? Should we celebrate?
It's an announcement to the world.
Yeah, why should we announce? Parents of male children, do they announce that my boy has reached puberty, he has got change in voice, so he has got axillary hair, so he is also an eligible person. Should we take that it's an eligibility to get married? Are you happy with that or not happy with that? Not happy? Happy? You just raise. Happy with the celebration? You're not happy?
Come on, girls, raise your hand. Ma'am has been given 7 minutes. I would like to hear more from her. So answer.
Yeah, just raise. It is not an inhibition. Just raise. If you like it, raise. Don't like it also, raise your hands. Don't like? Okay. So majority don't like celebration. So it's a natural process. Otherwise, in other words, parents they want to tell that my child is eligible for marriage, eligible for childbirth. Does it mean that just getting a period fulfills the eligibility? I'm a fertility consultant for almost 25 years, just getting a period. Almost 15% of the couples are infertile. They do have periods. It doesn't mean that they can just have a child just because they got their periods. And the other one is irregular cycle. Dr. Hemalata was also talking about it. Irregular cycle. Are we worried about irregular cycle? Yes. What is the reason behind this fear? I got a doctor couple who came to me telling that my child, 10th student, is having irregular cycle. I'm really worried about it. And should we plan her marriage in the future, or should we postpone it? That is the fear. Do you think that irregular cycle means the patient cannot conceive? Yes? No? No raising of hands. Then how can I come to a conclusion? It doesn't mean that irregular periods, as she was discussing, it could be due to hormonal imbalance. Sometimes it could be due to polycystic ovarian disease. Why is it happening? Now, 10th standard student has got too many responsibilities. She wanted 10th or 12th standard. She want to take almost first grade marks, so that she wanted to go into medicine, engineering, or whichever field the parents like that. So it becomes additional stress. How many of you are giving at least half an hour to your exercise? Yes? Moderator raises, but who doesn't bother about exercise? I'm already slim and tender. I need not exercise. Yes, there are few people very confident about their weight. Please understand, it is not going to be permanent. We were like you early. Do you imagine that? We were also like you. But as age advances, we have put on weight. So exercise is really important. Without exercise, increasing your weight may be a reason for irregular cycle. Many times, the adolescent girls come to us for regularization of periods. So we can give tablets, but that is for one cycle only. The change should come from your lifestyle management. Dieting, exercise, healthy diet was also will be talked, I think. So that is quite, much more important rather than your medications. So next one. Yeah, I'll finish it off. Next. Next. That means if we have irregular cycle and sometimes once in 15 days we get periods, that means we can conceive very often. Does it mean that? No, no, you have to consult a gynecologist. There may be some problem in your uterus, some polyp, which can be removed easily and you can very well have normal cycle. Next. How many of you have painful periods? Yes. What is your parents' version? Myth number 3. Always they think that periods will be painful, so you have to tolerate that. Is it true? No. Next one. If it is intolerable pain, sometimes few patients may have some problem in the uterus that may be from birth. This is a patient who has got a partition in the uterus. Next. Sometimes there may be some mass in the uterus or in the ovary. That could be the reason for severe pain. So if you have severe pain, which is intolerable and it needs some absence from your routine activity, if you want to take some tablets routinely, then consult a gynecologist and do an ultrasound. It will clear all your doubts. Next one. So the previous one, actually that patient had been brought to me. She had been divorced just because she had some uterine malformation, congenital abnormality. It has been told that she could not conceive. She had been divorced. So then she was brought to my clinic by her brother, and it was double uterus which had been corrected and counseled that she can conceive naturally. Next. So if we have some mass, for example, even one doctor came to me with her daughter who had actually chocolate cyst. How many of you like chocolates? Everyone. Please understand, chocolate cyst doesn't have any relation to your lovely chocolates. It is a collected menstrual blood which is present as a cyst in the ovary, which will give you pain. So at the same time, you should remember that it may interfere with your fertility. So that can be easily corrected with medicines, sometimes surgery. So always, if you have severe periods, consult your physician. Next. Next. Yes. Let me take another 1 or 2 minutes because your students did not answer that. There was a delay from your side. So let me take the advantage of other 2 minutes. So this is a huge mass. You can see the whole abdomen is filled with the mass. I'm just wondering how these females are really very patient, but they have to give their attention to their health. This mass, the lady came to me for removal of uterus. She didn't have child and she was a Muslim patient. She was really worried about her future fertility. Next one. So please understand the next myth. If you have a mass in the uterus, any swelling in the uterus, it doesn't mean that you have to go for removal of uterus. The mass alone can be removed even with keyhole surgery. You don't, many are now very cosmetic, very cautious about their image. So keyhole surgery is possible. Next. How many ever fibroids? Mamas, you can remove. This is almost 28 fibroids removed in one sitting. Next one. So coming to the next myth. When a girl gets married, then if she doesn't conceive, the whole blame is on the female. Is it acceptable? Acceptable? Not acceptable? Raise your hands. Yes, I'm really happy with the voice from the girls of Lady Doc College. Please understand, she has been tortured. Next one. The husband tells, you're responsible for infertility, so I'm going to divorce you. I've seen many couple coming with the second marriage. The only solution they know is divorce and second marriage. They again come with the infertility with the second wife. That is the fact. But mother-in-law also says that if you are not getting a child, I have to see another
Doc,
daughter.
I'm so sorry. I think we would love to hear you on and on, but we have to stop.
Yeah, I'll finish up.
Yes.
Only 2 more slides.
Okay.
And social influence is also there, financial influence. So let me come to the next slide. So actually, in this Lady Doc College, we are conducting a screening camp to break the silence of yours, to do ultrasound, mammogram. If you have any doubts or problems, you can just contact your administration team, and we are here to do free screening, and we are launching another thing, Thaimai Aval Urimai. Do you think it is acceptable? Yes. We can decide when to become pregnant, and if it is also delayed, it is our responsibility to take needed treatment for that. Nobody else can force us. Husband cannot force us. Mother-in-law cannot force us. Society cannot force us. So we are launching this, her pregnancy, her right. Next one. Because pregnancy is a lovable thing. We need to enjoy that. It is not because of
Doctor, thank you very much. I'm afraid. You said 2 slides. I've allowed you 2 slides.
Yeah, let me complete.
Ma'am,
the
please.
Slide. Yeah.
It's already 20 minutes I've given you.
Yeah, sorry. If you feel that it is acceptable, her pregnancy, her right, there is what is that? Flex? Signature campaign is there in the college. You please go and sign and support this campaign. This will be a national level campaign, and this is the right of females. Please do that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Kalpana. Big round of applause. I know we could have heard you on and on, but I wish we were given more time. I'm sorry to have cut you off. Now let's go on to, I'm sure everything that doctor said has made a big impact on all of you. Nutrients and the right diet, we want to know. So it's over to Dr. Mrs. V. Suganya. A big round of applause. Come on, girls. Suganya ma'am is here to highlight on the importance of the right kind of diet.
I wanted to thank Lady Doc management and the dais people, dignitaries on the dais and the students. I want to say good afternoon. We have started in the morning and we have reached
Mrs.
afternoon.
Suganya, just a minute. Girls, I will request you all to please pay your attention. The last 2 topics are very, very important. You've been very patient. Little bit more. Another 15 minutes and we shall be done. Come on. Thank you for your cooperation.
So I will take very less time. Don't worry. Okay? Because all of you are sitting without any activity. So only activity you are having at present is what? Clapping your hands. Is that right? So the topic given to me is about the nutrients you require during the menstrual period. All of us were discussing so many points about menstruation. So is it right we have to take care during that period only? That is not right. I'm just asking the question and I'm answering by myself because to save time, okay? Then only you'll have time to ask your questions, queries within you. So we should not concentrate only during those 3 days or 5 days. We have to be healthy throughout. So from birth till the last day, we have to be healthy. So prevention is better than cure. For that, you have to maintain the health. It is not just about the diet, the wholesome, healthy lifestyle. So your daily activity, your healthy diet intake, your sleeping habits, and how you are relieving your stress. All these matters. So I am just giving you some few tips about the maintenance of health during this adolescent age, mainly college going students. So first point is you have to concentrate your food intake. There are two categories of nutrients, macronutrients and micronutrients. Macronutrients means the carbohydrate, protein and fat. These three are macronutrients. We are just concentrating only on these macronutrients. So my sincere request to you all is to concentrate in the micronutrient intake. So micronutrients அப்படினா ரொம்ப different யோசிக்காதீங்க. All the intake of vitamins and minerals. That is very important. So where do we get these vitamins and minerals? When you increase your intake of vegetables and fruits, surely you will get more and more micronutrients. So daily, how many vegetables we have to include? Any guess? At least 2 to 3 varieties has to be included. Don't stick on to the same pattern of vegetable. So most of you will be saying, I like only this vegetable, only that vegetable. I like potatoes, I don't like greens, like that. So most of the nutrients are in the green leafy vegetables category. So have a variety of vegetables. So if you include 2-3 varieties on the same day, there will be a mixture of nutrient intake. Like the same way, fruits. Which is more nutritious, vegetable or fruits? Any guess? Fruits is most nutritious one because we are boiling the vegetables. So during the processing, during the cooking process, there might be some loss of nutrients. But fruits, we have to take as fresh fruits, mostly cut fruits. Don't prefer fruit juices. Because when we are making the juices, we are doing a small process which will alter the nutrients. So don't prefer juices, try to have cut fruits. Daily 3 vegetables and at least 1 variety of fresh fruit. That is very important. If you improve that intake and if you follow it, if you practice it, means you will get more nutrients and you can be very, very healthy. It will also provide you immunity because immunity is the main requirement of the today's scenario. So you have to increase the intake of vitamins and minerals. Mainly the nutrient required during menstruation, that is the menstrual loss requires the improved intake of which nutrient? Which nutrient is required during this process of menstruation? Iron, very good. We'll give a big round of applause to yourself. So iron-rich foods has to be included not only during these periods, time, throughout the food intake, we have to concentrate. So iron-rich foods means we have to include all the green leafy vegetables. Whether you like it or not, it contains nutrients. So we will be thinking about the pesticides and other things, but wash it properly and if we have proper preparation method means surely we can avoid the impact of that. So try to, if you have space means try to grow greens in your home itself. Even in the rooftops you can have some pots and you can put the seeds. It will be a, gardening is a very good stress relieving activity also. So you can concentrate in that way and increase your intake of greens. Don't give importance to the taste. Don't stick on to the tasty food items, which is nowadays so many fast foods are available and you are easily ordering the fast foods from the so many things, Swiggy, Zomato and other things. But think before you order whether it is healthy or not. So iron-rich foods, just I list out. all the green leafy vegetables, even cabbage contains, it comes in the green leafy vegetable category, and even the chutney forms, mint chutney, coriander chutney, curry leaf chutney, all the greens contain more iron. And which fruit is rich in iron? Any guess? Dates. But another important thing is watermelon contains the same equivalent quantity of iron as in dates. You won't be able to have 100 grams of dates at a time because it is high in calorie. But you can have 1 or 2 slices of watermelon easily. Nowadays the climate has also changed, so you can have more and more of watermelons, but don't buy it from the roadside shops. If they are cutting and exposing it to the atmosphere, means there are more chances for getting infections. So try to buy a smaller size of watermelon, take it to your home, and have everybody, you should have that habit of eating fruits. So evenings when you go home from the college, you will feel very tired. So try to have fruits at that time. My sincere request is, don't have snacks. Instead of that, try to have varieties of fruits. Daily 1 fruit. So in a week, 7 days, at least we have to include 5 varieties. So if you keep on changing the variety of fruit, means you will get more and more nutrients. So keep it in your mind about watermelon because it contains more iron. So try to have more iron throughout the food intake. And another important thing, we were talking about the pain during the periods, and one simple remedy is try to keep your body hydrated. Your water intake is very, very important. If you drink water properly, how many liters we have to take daily per day? 2 to 3 liters. Answers are coming from you only, but we forget at times to take water. So at least have water bottles with you. Sharing is good, but don't share your water bottles with your friends. Keep individual water bottles, refill it, and then at least have 1.5 liter during the college time. Because most of the time you are in the college, so try to have at least 1.5 liters of water at college, and early morning, and try to have 1 glass of water. So activity is also very important. Hydration is important. Your micronutrient intake is very important. If you follow all these things, you can be healthy, and try to avoid the junk foods, which is not at all good. So don't keep on ordering in the fast food things. So try to avoid it. The best snack I will advise you is the fruits. What about non-veg? Non-veg you can include. Non-vegetarian foods contain good quality protein, but method of preparation is very important. It should not be a fried preparation. If you take gravy preparation, it is okay. But nowadays, young boys and girls, they are having only non-veg and they are avoiding the rice. That is also not good. Excess quantity is not good. So try to have limited quantity at regular intervals. Don't take daily also, and don't avoid completely also. If you are a vegetarian also, nothing wrong. The milk you will have that good quality protein. And all the pulses, millets, everything you know. Nowadays we are getting so many inputs from the internet media also. But try to avoid the junk foods. That is my sincere request. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. That was short, sweet, and very informative. Wonderful. I don't know about you people, but I am waiting eagerly to listen to our lawyer. We have heard so much, and this will be giving us a totally different perspective on whatever we have seen. So here now we have Advocate Tilakavati ma'am on taboos associated with menses, policy measures and workplace challenges of women in menstrual health and management. Thank you, ma'am. Please.
So finally I'm here. Before I tell some good afternoon or good morning, I would like to request the girls, shall we sit for next 7 minutes, because I have been seeing girls are moving out. So I assure a power pack speech for you. So will you assure me to sit for 7 minutes? Yes. Yeah. So I would like to extend my gratitude and immense pleasure towards the management of Lady Doc College for having me here, and my greetings to the beloved girls. So I'm gonna tell you a secret. My name is Tilakavati and I bleed. I bleed. Okay. So did you hear anything? Yes. What did you hear? That you bleed. I? Okay. I bleed. Okay. I bleed through what? I bleed from what? My eyes? My nose? No. Fingers through my fingers? No. Where do I bleed from? Vagina. No, I'll be back. I bleed from my vagina. Vagina. If you don't talk about vagina, we can't break the silence at all. Why we are silent about menstruation? Because menstruation is related to vagina. We are not supposed to talk about vagina. We can't name our vagina. My vagina is right here, and I have voice for my vagina, and I can talk about it. There is no taboo, and that is how we break the silence. Yes. So, shall we all say, I bleed? I bleed? Yes, I bleed. Yes, I bleed through my vagina. You don't want to tell that? We all bleed, right? So try once, because we are here to break the silence, right? I bleed through my vagina. Wow, that's it. So I would like to talk about few legal stuffs, because we also have to know about something legal about menses. So do we have any constitutional right on menses, do you think? We have freedom of expression and a lot of rights we do have. Do you think that we have right on menses? We do have one right, one fundamental right which we can relate to menses. Yes, that is Article 21. What is it? Right to life. Right to life. Right to life is not merely breathing and having shelter or eating food. Right to life with dignity matters. So dignity in the sense, I have right for dignified menstruation. Ganniyamana Madhavidai. Adenna Madhavidai la Ganniyam. Because you are telling me that I have stigma, I hold stigma, and my menses is a taboo. I am not supposed to enter any religious spots. I am not supposed to feed my own children during my menses. I am not supposed to water the plant. I am not supposed to feed the dog. I am not supposed to cook. I am not supposed to touch anyone in the family, and that is how you violate my dignity, and I have the right for dignified menstruation. So, speak out, I have right for dignified menstruation. Because people say, I have lot of taboos by birth just because I have vagina. And the Supreme Court of India recently ruled that nobody can restrict a woman entering into a temple or any other religious spot just because she is menstruating, just because she has some like biological differences. It is against her constitutional rights in Sabarimala judgment. So, we all have rights to access anywhere in India. And the next taboo I'm going to talk about is buying pads. So how do we all buy pads? How many of you buy pads without covering it with black color cover? So see, we are all using pads, but we buy pads with the black color cover. Like we are buying something illegal, some drugs, some atom bombs. No, it is just a pad. But there are a lot of raps and taboos on it. And ma'am said about the food and all. So we don't want to celebrate our menstruation, but people, like, they make us sit on a table and they come with goals, right? So how many of you wearing golds right now? Raise your hands. How many of you wearing gold right now? Any gold? Earring, bracelets, chain, nose pin? Yes. Okay. So most of the women wear gold. We are investing in gold. But how many of us invest in iron? How many of you had iron-rich food today, this morning? So we are taught to invest in gold. We are not given awareness to invest in iron. Right? So this is how we are treated in our society. We are all wanted to be a model, a beautiful woman, not a healthy woman. They expect us to be a beautiful woman and not a healthy woman. Nobody talks about our health because our mother eat food what we leave. What is left, she eats that. She doesn't eat what is very nutritious. So this is how our family system runs. So we have to talk with men about periods. How many of you ask your father or brother or your friend or partner to buy pads for you? It is so happy to see such hands. Very good. And talk about pad. The menses to the men, your own family people. Let them know. Do you think they don't know about periods? Because they know. They watch lot of ads. And ma'am said about Arunachala Muruganandam, and he was called as Pad Man. He invented it and he was called Pad Man. And in Akshay Kumar movie, there is a movie called Pad Man. After that, our celebrities like G.V. Prakash and all, they showed pad and they said they were in solidarity with women, that there is no taboo in holding a pad. And one more thing I want to tell about working class women. See, we are privileged. If we are bleeding, we have a restroom. Think about women who do daily wages. Think about women who has load of bricks on their head and bleeding without having napkin, some old clothes, and they have to climb the stairs for construction works. And women from sanitary works, women from daily wages, farmers, agricultural workers. There are a lot of women who doesn't have the privilege of what we have right now.
Girls, some order, please. I really appreciate that. Lot of useful information. Please listen.
And I want to talk about the menstrual leave policy. நம்ம உலகத்துல தைவான், China and Japan இந்த கண்ட்ரீஸ்லாம் menstrual leave இருக்கு. இந்தியால it is a bill and not at all enacted. Kerala and Biharல menstrual leave இருக்கு. Menstrual leave is nothing but உங்களுக்கு menses ஆகுற அந்த 3 days உங்களுக்கு ரெஸ்ட் கொடுப்பாங்க. It doesn't mean you are weak, you are weaker sex. It means it is something natural and I need rest. So அந்த privilege நமக்கு வேணும். That is the biggest voice with relate to the menses today. So நாம அந்த voice raise பண்றோம் and பண்ணணும் because நிறைய women அதனால கஷ்டப்படுறாங்க. They can't focus in their own studies or the work because நம்ம women வந்து workையும் பார்க்கணும், வீட்டுக்கு போய் the same thing they have to cook and do all the other works. Right? So இதுல இன்னொரு விஷயம் இருக்கு. We have to normalize periods. So இந்த adலாம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா girls வந்து குதிப்பாங்க, தாண்டுவாங்க just because they have the pad. Pad இருக்கிறதுனாலே they feel confidence அப்படின்னு. Pad doesn't give you confidence. Pad gives you comfort. Lipstick gives you glow. Your cream, the cream, whatever you use, whatever the perfume you use, they may give you good feel, but they don't give you confidence. அதை முதல்ல மனசுலேருந்து எடுத்துடுங்க. நம்ம பார்க்குற நிறைய ஆட்ல நீங்கள் பேட் யூஸ் பண்ணாலே உங்களுக்கு கான்ஃபிடென்ஸ் வந்து குதிப்பீங்க, எகிரி குதிக்கிறது, ஓடுறது, தாண்டுறது எல்லாமே காட்டுவாங்க. கான்ஃபிடென்ஸ் ஷுட் கம் ஃப்ரம் யூ, நாட் ஃப்ரம் சம்திங் எல்ஸ், ரைட்? ஸோ அது எதையுமே நீங்கள் நம்பாதீங்க. யூஸ் பேட்ஸ் அண்ட் யூஸ் காட்டன் பேட்ஸ் அண்ட் யூஸ் வாட் எவர் இஸ் ஆக்சசிபிள் டு யூ. பட் டோன்ட் பிலீவ் தட் pad gives you confidence. You have to be confident that இது just a menses, just a red sweat. What is it? Red sweat, சிவப்பு நிற வியர்வை. Okay, அது உங்களுக்கு physically உங்களுக்கு வலி கொடுத்துச்சுனா you can take rest, but don't have that mentality. I am on my periods, I can't do that, I can't do this. அப்படி எதுவுமே கிடையாது. It is about our own confidence to do something. அதுவும் ஒரு ஸ்டிக்மா தான். பீரியட்ஸ் ஆயிடுச்சா, இப்போ மேம் சொன்னாங்க இல்லையா, கோபப்பட்டாங்களா, பீரியட்ஸ் வரப்போகுது. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி நிறைய ஸ்டிக்மா, அந்த மாதிரி நமக்குள்ளேயும் நமக்கு ஸ்டிக்மா இருக்குது. லைக் நாம பீரியட்ஸ் ஆகிட்டா எந்த வேலையும் செய்ய முடியாது, அவ்வளோதான், படுத்துப்போம். அந்த ஸ்டிக்மாவை முதல்ல தூக்கி போடுங்க. there is a short film called Period End of Sentence. It went to Oscar. ஸோ அதை வந்து யூடியூப்பில் முடிஞ்சால் அதை நீங்கள் பாருங்கள். அண்ட் இன்னொரு விஷயம், we have been told that period blood is impure. Is that true? Period blood வந்து பியூரா இம்பியூரா மேம்? டாக்டர்ஸ்டே கேட்டுருவோம். பியூரா இம்பியூரா மேம்? இட் இஸ் வேஸ்ட் பிளட். ஆனால் நம்மக்கிட்ட என்ன சொல்கிறாங்க? வேஸ்ட் பிளட் இன் த சென்ஸ் இட் கான் பி யூஸ்ட், ரைட்? ஆனால் அது ரொம்ப அசிங்கம், அது வந்து அழுக்கு, அதை வந்து அதாவது அதை பார்த்தாலே வந்து நம்ம திருப்பிக்கிட்டு போயிடணும். குறிப்பாக ஆண்கள் கண்ணில் அது பற்றவே கூடாது. நம்ம அதை எரிச்சிடணும். எரிக்கிறது ஓகே, ஐ அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட், பட் அது ஆண்கள் கண்ணிலேயே பற்றக்கூடாது. கீப் யுவர் பேண்டீஸ், யுவர் பேட்ஸ் லைக் தோண்டி புதையல் மாதிரி வைங்கங்கிறாங்க. அது வெயிலில் பட்டாதானே, when you have bleeding on your panties, it should get dried in the sun, right? அதில் இல்லாமல் அந்த இன்ஃபெக்ஷன்ஸ் ஆகும். ஆனால் நம்மக்கிட்ட என்ன சொல்லி வளர்க்குறாங்க? பீரியட்ஸ் பற்றி பேசாத, பீரியட்ஸ் பற்றி யார்கிட்ட டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணாத. அண்ட் மோஸ்ட் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட்லி, பீரியட்ஸ் நிறைய பேர் இருக்குது, ரைட்? என்னென்ன பேர் இருக்குது சொல்லுங்கள்? டேட் ஆயிடுச்சு, தலை குதிக்கிட்டேன், வீட்டுக்கு தூரம். ஜஸ்ட் tell it as menses, man. We are educated, right? இப்போ டாக்டர்ஸ் இருக்காங்க, எவ்வளோ பேர்கிட்ட வர பெண்கள் என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க? மேடம் தலை குதிக்கிட்டேன், வீட்டுக்கு தூரம்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. அவங்களுக்கு அந்த அவேர்னஸ் இல்லை, படிக்கல. அட்லீஸ்ட் படித்த பிள்ளைங்க என்ன சொல்லணும்? எனக்கு இது எனக்கு வந்து வெஜைனல் இன்ஃபெக்ஷன், எனக்கு வந்து மென்சஸில் பெயின்ஃபுல் மென்சஸ் இருக்குது. டாக் லைக் தட். ஆனால் நம்ம அப்படி பேசுறது இல்லை. நடந்து போன பின்னாடி ஆயிடுச்சா பாருடி, ஆனா என்ன? இஸ் தட் அ கொலை குற்றம்? ஆனா என்ன? இப்போ எவ்ரிபடி நோஸ் பீரியட்ஸ் இஸ் இன் ரெட் கலர் அண்ட் இட் மே நம்ம வந்து பர்ஃபெக்டாக அதை வச்சு தச்சுலாம் போக முடியாது. இட் மே ஷேக் அண்ட் இட் மே ப்ளீட், இதெல்லாம் இருக்குதான். அதுக்கு நீங்கள் அவ்வளோ கில்ட்டையும் ஷேமையும் தூக்கி தலைமையில் வச்சுக்கணும்னு அவசியமே கிடையாது. தட் இஸ் வாட் அபவுட் பிரேக்கிங் த சைலன்ஸ். இட் இஸ் நாட் சம்திங் லைக் யூ ஷுட் பி வெரி கன்சர்வேட்டிவ் அபவுட். ஆமாம் ஆச்சுன்னா என்ன, வாஷ் பண்ணிவிட்டு லைட்டாக அது பண்ணிட்டு போக வேண்டியதான். எவ்ரிபடி நோஸ் வி ப்ளீட், நம்ம ப்ளீட் ஆகிறோம். தட் இஸ் ஹவ் ஹெல்தி உமன், ரைட்? அப்போ அது மேலே இருக்கக்கூடிய அசிங்கத்தை நம்ம மைண்ட்லேருந்து தூக்கி போடணும். நமக்கே நம்ம மேலே ஒரு செல்ஃபான ஒரு கண்ணியம் இல்லைன்னா அந்த கண்ணியத்தை அடுத்தவங்க கிட்டேருந்து நம்ம எப்படி எதிர்பார்க்க முடியும்? ஸோ பீயிங் அ உமன், சப்போர்ட் ஈச் அதர். அவளுக்கு பாரு பீரியட்ஸ் வந்து பின்னாடிலாம் ஆயிடுச்சு, ஒரு பேடு கூட வைக்க தெரில, என்ன பொட்ட பிள்ளை அது? இந்த மாதிரி டாக்ஸ் நம்ம பண்ணுறோமா இல்லையா? அண்ட் டோன்ட் லெட் எனி அதர் உமன் டவுன். That is the outcome of this session today. Women solidarity and women empowerment must be there. இதெல்லாம் இல்லாமல் நம்ம we can't talk about periods. And இது எல்லாத்தையும் விட முக்கியமானது பீரியட்ஸ் பற்றின, மென்சஸ் பற்றின சிந்தனைகளில் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா என்கிட்ட இருக்கிற சிந்தனையை விட அடுத்தவங்க கிட்ட இருக்கிற சிந்தனைக்கு நான் அதிகமாக இம்பார்ட்டன்ஸ் கொடுக்குறேன். நானே ஒதுக்கிக்கிறேன், நானே எல்லாத்துலேருந்தும் விலகி போகிறேன். பிகாஸ் ஐ எம் அண்டர் மென்சஸ். I don't talk about it to anybody. I am comfortable talking about it only to my partner or boyfriend. Because these subjects are only talkable with boyfriends. அப்படியே ஒரு ஸ்டிக்மா இருக்கு. No, you can talk about it with your parents and with your friends. It is not a sexual topic. It is very, very body. It is about your body. You can talk about it with anyone. You can see your vagina with a mirror. It is nothing wrong in that. And we are brought up in a way, our body, our vagina is not ours, not literally ours. It is for someone else and we are saving it. No, it is ours. If you feel something ஏதாவது உங்களுக்கு அந்த அங்கே வந்து கட்டி இருக்குது இல்லை ஏதாவது ஒரு டிஸ்கம்ஃபர்ட் இருக்குன்னா just go and look at the mirror and ask your mom to check it out, ask your friend to check it out and go and consult a doctor. That is how you break the silence about menses and the vagina. And கடைசியா ஒன்று சொல்கிறேன் because I think I have exceeded my time as well. Yeah. So in menses there is no stigma, there is no sacredness. புனிதமும் இல்லை அசிங்கமும் இல்லை, புனிதமும் இல்லை தீட்டும் இல்லை, ரெண்டுமே கிடையாது. நம்ம தீட்டியன் மட்டும் தான் சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கோம், புனிதம் கூட கிடையாது. புனிதப்படுத்தாதீங்க எங்களை கூட்டிட்டு போய். நீ வந்து தெய்வத்துக்கு சமமானவள் நீங்க, அடுத்து தெய்வம் வெளியே வரக்கூடாதுன்னு வீட்டில் உட்கார வச்சிருவீங்க. அதுக்கு தான் சொல்றோம், என்ன தெய்வமாலாம் நீ மதிக்க வேணாம், புனிதமும் வேணாம் தீட்டும் வேணாம், just treat me as an equal being, that's enough. And உங்களுக்கு இது ரிலேட்டடா என்ன பிரச்சனைகள், sexual harassment or something you don't want to talk about, எப்படி இருந்தாலும் I am here giving a space to you all to reach me out. I have an Instagram ID Tilagavadi Tilon இருக்கும். You can text me whatever you are going through, that I assure there is a sister for you in the stage. Thank you so much.
Wow. Wow. A big round of applause. You know, the moment I saw Tilagavati ma'am coming in, I realized there was a firebrand there. And that's what she is. Good for you. You have been so outspoken. I'm sure the girls have loved every second of your speech, and you made it very loud and very clear, and you hushed up some of the words which were also heard very loud and clear. Thank you all very much. Now, let's open this session for a few questions, right? And because I know we are running late, I don't know how much time we have. The faculty members have to tell us. Faculty members, some of them have vanished from here, which is also fine. Yes. So any questions? Any questions, girls? Otherwise, I'm just going to say bye-bye, thank you very much. Time for lunch. இந்த கொஸ்டினே கேட்கலன்னா நாங்கள் ஸ்கூலில் என்ன சொல்லுவோம் தெரியுமா? ஒன்றா எல்லாம் புரிஞ்சுது, இல்லை ஒன்றுமே புரியலை. So I'm going to take it, assume that you have understood everything and you already have somebody to turn to, and I'm sure the other doctors, other members on the panel are also available for you. Your faculty members are there. They initiated something wonderful, and to be honest, very proud of Lady Doe College and our limited association with it. So, last chance. Any questions? Yes, ma'am. Dr. Nachiyar has something to say.
Girls, good afternoon, and we are very happy that our Women's Studies Center jointly organized a beautiful program, and it is that for you all to question, for you all to think, for you all to think differently. Let's forget about the stigma of attendance first. Before questioning anything, let's come to the practical reality. Be present, be an observant, take things, everything, whatever we are, we have all learnt everything from all the things we have heard. The personality is getting molded when people are spending time for you. Just listen, observe. Even a word, when it has been pronounced, you can pronounce it again. First have that. That is very important. Second is that here they spoke many things. Come out, outspoke, everything, but you can practice everything within yourself. Feminism is not outside. We need not be celebrated. It's our rights. நிமிர்ந்த நடையும் நேர்கொண்ட பார்வையும் நிலத்தில் யாருக்கும் அஞ்சா நெறிகளும் திமிர்ந்த ஞான செருக்கும் இருப்பதால் செம்மை மாதர் திரும்புவதில்லையாம். Recite it every day. Every word has got its meaning. நீங்கள் டெம்பிளுக்கு போகிறது போவேனான்னு சொல்கிறது, it's all nothing. I've been to temple right from the beginning. Nobody can stop me. I've not disclosed to any ayyer or anybody. Nobody is checking there. Why are you having an hesitance? I am from an Orthodox family. I don't tell my grandma, I don't tell my mommy that today I'm having, so I'm not coming to that. When there is a temple, there is an ideal. Meenakshi is there. If for Meenakshi, if she is not bleeding, at that time are you sending her out? I have visited all the temples right from 1980s. So let's not make a big fuss out of it. But being an officer, one thing I'll tell you. Here a lot of students, especially when you come to the library or when you're in an exam hall, when you're in a public place, you're all showing off you are in a period's time, you are struggling. Have a mental strength. Don't show it off. Need not. It will not disturb you. பசிக்கிற மாதிரி தான் வயிறு பசிக்கிறப்போ வைராக்கியம் இருந்துச்சுன்னா வெளியில தெரியாது like that you can be as normal as you could be. Pilots are flying, army officers on the ground. We'll never say any excuse for that. If you start telling excuse, you are forgetting your womanhood. You celebrate yourself within, then be strong enough. Don't get a lame excuse. That's my only humble request. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Nachar. With that, we close this session. Have a great 2-day program. I know that you are doing something today and tomorrow. Happy Women's Day to all of you. Thank you for giving us this opportunity.
I thank the chairperson and all the panelists for giving us an intellectual feast. I now invite Ms. Priyadarshini, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, to propose the vote of thanks.
Let me read Bible verse from Psalm. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits, who forgives all your iniquities, who heals all your diseases, who redeems your life from destruction, who crowns you with loving kindness and tender mercies, who satisfies your mouth with good things, so that your youth is renewed like the eagles. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, good afternoon to one and all present here. I deem it an honor and privilege to propose a vote of thanks on behalf of the Center for Women's Studies, Career Guidance and Placement Cell, Department of Social Sciences and Counseling Unit of Lady Doak College. I give all glory to the Lord Almighty for making today's program possible. To be frank, a dream come true with a resounding success. I thank Lord Jesus for good health thus far for all of us, wisdom and strength to our organizers to plan such program, the need of the hour. Yes, this expo and panel meet on menstrual health management to break the silence around periods by starting our conversation today. Our heartfelt gratitude to our beloved principal and secretary, Dr. Christiana Singh, who is also the director of Center for Women's Studies, for being the catalyst who inspired us to do our best and for being a huge pillar of rock-solid support and motivation. Our sincere gratitude to our vice principal, Dr. Beulah Jayashree, for inaugurating the program with her thought-provoking and inspiring address. Madam's able guidance has always encouraged us to do remarkable things. Our sincere thanks to our bursar, Dr. Vanitha Malarvali, for all the possible support and encouragement. Our special thanks to our chaplain, Dr. Jessie Ranjita Jabaselvi, for the insightful prayer, and the students from the Center for Music for meaningful prayer song invoking the presence of God. We sincerely thank Dr. Lieutenant Sankaranachiyar, Public Relations Officer, for her warm welcome. Our hearty thanks to Dr. J. Esther Rani, Assistant Controller of Examinations, and Dr. Praveena Kribabai, Assistant Dean of Academic Affairs, for introducing the guests and panelists. We are so honored to have Mrs. Aruna M. Visweshwar, Senior Principal and Correspondent at Adyapana School, who served as the chairperson for the panel. Thank you, ma'am, for moderating and for sparing your precious time with us among all your busy schedule. Thank you so much. Many thanks to Dr. Sri Devi, Head and Associate Professor, Department of Chemistry, for the presentation of the model biodegradable menstruals product. We are privileged to have Mr. Murugesan, Founder and Managing Director, Voice Trust Madurai, for the special address. Our heartfelt gratitude to Ms. Sujata, Deputy Vice President of HLL Life Care Limited, for the keynote address. Our hearty appreciation to our alumna, Ms. M.P. Dachayini, who is Manager Digital Marketing of HLL Life Care Limited, for the felicitation. Throughout the course of today's inaugural proceedings, we have witnessed remarkable discussions that have left an indelible mark on our hearts and minds. If time is money, then these people have spent millions for us. We are grateful to all our panelists, Dr. C. Ganga, Professor and Head of Department of General Surgery, Government Rajaji Hospital and Madurai Medical College, Dr. M. Hemalata, Gynec Surgeon and Fertility Specialist, Hema Medical Center, Dr. B. Kalpana, Obstetricians and Gynecologist, Guru Hospital, Ms. V. Sugenya, Senior Clinical Dietitian and Head, Department of Dietetics, Apollo Specialty Hospital, and Advocate Tilagavati, Madras High Court, who is a feminist and social activist. We extend our sincere thanks to all our esteemed panelists who have graced us with your presence today. The panel discussion was full of zeal and valuable information. Your contributions and insights have enriched our gathering. A very big thanks to HLL Lifecare Limited, Voice Trust, Institutions Innovation Council, Bharat Petroleum, Wendigo, Suji Healthcare Private Limited, Guru Hospital, Maxivision, and Hema Healthcare Center. Our sincere thanks to our beloved former advisor, Dr. Beulah Rajkumar, our former mentor, Dr. Chitra, for their support and blessings. This cannot happen overnight. The wheels started moving a week back. From the bottom of my heart, I thank Dr. Ann Nirmala Kar, coordinator of the Center for Women's Studies, for working non-stop in making this event a resounding success. Thank you, Ma'am. We have been very blessed to be supported by a team of very active and dedicated faculty members of Women's Studies and Social Sciences Department. A special mention to all of them for their huge support. I should thank Ms. Bharati, Research Assistant, and Mrs. Kalyani, Women's Studies Center Assistant. I lack words for their help and willingness to complete tasks beyond their comfort zones. I also would like to thank and place my sincere thanks to the Master of Ceremonies, Ms. Jennifer, Ms. Daya Paulan, and Ms. Iron, Assistant Professors, for all your efforts in forwarding this event without any glitches. Thank you. We extend our generous thanks to Center for Communication and Multimedia, Media Administrator Mr. Madhavan, Technical Assistants Mr. Lenin, Mr. Muthupandi, Mr. Prakasham for their technical support. We thank Mr. Pupandi, College Facility Supervisor, for the physical arrangements and support. Once again, we express our sincere gratitude in making today a possible one. Our deepest gratitude to the students of Uli Noli for their tireless efforts, not as last, but being latest. All our dear students who are present here for your active participation and keen listening. Each one's support and dedication are truly appreciated from the bottom of our heart. Thank you all once again for making this event a huge hit. Thank you once again.
Thank you, ma'am. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. We encourage everyone to join us for the inauguration of the Expo at the GJ Auditorium and also visit the stalls today and tomorrow. With that, we call it a day, and it is Iron, Jennifer, and Pauline at the MC desk signing off. Thank you. Have a great day.